My name is. It's time to run and hide, no time to fight. It's time to run and hide, no time to fight. Oh, yes. Finally. It feels good to be home, chat. It feels great. How are we? You got a new Beyblade today? Based. Any more job drama? Not particularly. Me and the boss man are still, me and him are kind of playing a little game. Well, at least I'm playing a game, you know, but it's only funny to me. Got a lot of work. I know, right? Work. Am I right, guys? What the hell? What the heck? But now it's chill. Alright, so we're going to finish this off. This one shouldn't take too long. I'm already halfway, so it shouldn't take too long. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I've got 9 more to talk about. Da 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 da. Ha, breathe it up, Acapella Musty. That's what you get. That's your reward for getting to the stream early, guys. You know. Ha, ba da da, ya ba da da, ya ba da 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 da, ba da da da. The reward you get, okay? How have you been? I've been doing great. As I said before, I'm really happy this week because I'm working 8-hour days, which is very refreshing. I'm gonna be honest, it's very, very refreshing. The game is high notes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, is the alert machine broke? Oh well. Oh, they're still in pause from last stream. Yeah, I should probably read the donos from last time as well, because there's some that happened while I was doing the ranking. I'll take a look at those. Oh, it's still paused. All right. Thank you so much, Mocha. Is that Royal Guard? You beauty. Matthew Smart. You gave me, what's it? Give me $5 last time. This Galaxy has ghosts that possess you into thinking, I like you again because I gave you money, therefore it's S. Oh, Ghost of Galaxy, huh? Big fan, big fan. Honestly, it's such a... Bro, if it had like a compelling Boo Mario section, that'd be like one of the best Galaxies in the game, bro. How are they gonna deny us? How are they gonna deny us the Boo Riz, you know? How are they gonna deny us that? That's just not very nice, is it? Lunch at Chick-fil-A? Hell yeah. As this Sonic Frontiers is the best boss. I need to get back into that game, I do. What am I playing at the moment, actually? I'm in my Boomer Shooter arc, chat, because I've got both Doom Eternal and I bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So I played Modern Warfare 1. I really liked the story in that, so I want to see how it continued. And Doom Eternal is Doom Eternal, so I haven't tried Doom Eternal yet. I played a bit of Call of Duty, and that's, bruv, 200 gigabytes to install that shit? Crazy. Chili Green, your donor from last time. King Calente is the king of the gooners. Listen, he's the king of the goons, okay? That's what he is. Shut up. Shut up, loser. Donkey Kong 94. Is Donkey Kong 94 any good? What the hell is this? Give me something else. Give me something hype. What the hell is this? Give me something else. Big Bad Butter Boom. What's this one? Oh, hell yeah. Big Gamers. Drama Mondays update. Drama update. I noticed someone told I didn't actually notice this until someone told me. But like Alex Yard was also spotted reportedly was spotted replying to some of the comments on the Sir Morsty VOD. I'm like, my fella, what's he doing, mate? Attacking a little scrimbly blimbly like me? Yeah, I think he replied to one of Matthew Smarts' comments. So I'm just like, fair enough to leave a comment on the video, right? Fair. Like, it's a video about you, leave a comment. But when you're like, I had to like, what's it? A bit of deep lore, I suppose. You remember Meta, that guy who made that weird top 10 ranking? I had to like ban him from the channel as well because he was like, he left like, I went to bed and I woke up and there was literally a dozen comments. I'm not joking here, there's like about 10, 11, 12 comments. Him like replying to people, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this, okay? I'm not dealing with this. You could just go, brother, all right? I'm happy you got your account back, but yeah, I'm not having you leave like 10 comments. You can come after me all you want, but as soon as you're like beefing with my comments, that's when I take a bit of umbrage. I'm like, listen, brother, do it on your own live stream. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So yeah, what's it? Matthew Swart, he's here. Like, I think he replied to you, didn't he? Hang on, let me try and find it. Because I thought it was just the strangest thing. Maybe don't upload it, it might go bad. Oh, Deep Sea Man. Deep Sea Man. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, man. If it was for people like you, the Americas wouldn't have been discovered. You know what I mean, Deep Sea Man? I'm in my Manifest Destiny arc, brother. I do what I want, okay? Basically. Oh, what's it? Oh, fucking Matthew, your comment chain got 19 reply. What happened here? No, we need like tension. That's what we need. Give me tension. Tense moment. Is that what this is? Oh, 19 replies. What's happening here? What hornet's nest did you kick up there, Matthew? What the heck? Oh, here's the comment, by the way, if you guys want to see it. Let me get it ready. He's the villain of the next arc. See, at least Demetrius videos are fun, though, you know what I mean? On my Louisiana Purchase era, exactly. So here was the comment, right? Which is a so musty state. I gave it a heart, which I've been told to be more frugal with my hearts, and I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna heart everything, okay? But here was the comment. Banger comment, right? Top 10 YouTube comments ever made. Oh, hello. Always look out for these 3 red flags of bad faith criticism. Never trust a cartoon reviewer who hasn't watched Breaking Bad. Never trust a Nintendo channel that doesn't own a Sony console. And never trust a Nintendo rant video from a Sonic Glazer. That's gotta be like on the, that's the Sir Musty mantra right there. Do you know what I mean? Which, if you guys don't know, some of the people in the comments were a bit confused, but it's essentially a fancy way of saying, don't trust, like, be a bit, I won't say don't trust, but be a bit wary of people who will give you criticism, who give criticism on certain bits of media when they're not exactly well versed in that media as a whole. That's the general takeaway. Does that make sense? That's what I would say. And anybody reading this comment, I would say could probably infer that. What did Alex have to say to that? Crying, but hang on, can I get some? Oh, hang on, let's get some sad song in here. Crying bad faith as soon as you can counter an opinion that doesn't match yours is the giveaway of lightweight Gen Z internet use. Matthew Swart, how does it feel? You got called a lightweight Gen Z internet user by Alex Yard. Unbelievable. And thankfully, like, and rightfully, people are also just ripping him some more. I'm just like, oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I want to change my head to Discord now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Own the joke, brother. Own the joke. The young allegations are hitting him. Brother, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, this is the thing I don't understand. See, organic fish kind of touches upon something I wanted to say. In that, we have Fire Mario. Like, it's just, is there like, can we turn Alex Yard off? Like, is there a way where you can like, is there like a dial on the back which turns him off from like, just being smarmy all of the time? Like, is that possible? Because I'm like, is it possible, brother? I'm just saying, brother. Is it possible? I'd like to know. Like, do you watch sports on the weekends? Like, what do you do? Like, normally, you know, I can have like a normal conversation with you. Do you know what I mean? Brother, man. I don't know if he replied to anything else. I don't think I got any reports of that, but it was rather funny. Hello, then. Like, does he watch the foot? I just want to know. Like, surely he does something other than this, right? Because like with me, yeah, I watched the footy. I watched a bit of the footy, you know? We won 7-1 last night. That was fucking crazy, eh? I watched a bit of the footy, you know? A bit of the footy. But I'm just like, what does he get up to, huh? What does he get up to? Crazy. So now, guys, Oz music figures out. I mean, I think they kind of have to be, in all honesty. I think they kind of have to be. So, what's it? I told Ozzy about the situation. Ozzy's my brother, by the way. And he was like, Musty, you might have to do it. You might have to do Alex Yard April. Musty is reportedly working on Alex Yard April. We might have to, gamers. I don't know. He went after Matthew Smart. So I don't know if I could take that personally. He went after one of our own. You know, you can attack me all you want, okay? I'm used to it. I'm a brother, okay? I'm used to being attacked by the white man, okay? But you can't go after Matthew Smart. I don't know. I'm going to quickly just scan through the rest of the comments. I don't even know if he's done any more. You know what I mean? He might have replied some more. I have no idea. You know? The Alex Yard, Demeech, Musty, and Meta podcast when, good lord, nightmare blunt rotation. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Also winning about a striker. Hey, it was crazy. I was not expecting us to win 7 goals, but hard to be excited when we'll lose to Madrid in the next round, eh? But I'm just quickly I'm going to quickly scan the rest because I'm not sure, to be honest. Because if there's one, I don't really get on the YouTube Studio app thing that I sometimes use to check comments. You don't really get notified if someone replies to something. Like, replies are never notified to you. Sometimes some comments are. Like, I think it just generally picks and chooses some comments. I don't know why. But, like, replies are never notified. So I never know if someone, like, leaves a reply ever. So he's in the trenches, apparently. Is he? Let me see. Did he reply to anything more? No, he didn't reply to anything more. It was just that one. He specifically targeted you. That's target. Honestly, Matthew, I'd do something. You know, I'd report him to his mum. That's what I'd do. I'd tell his mum off him. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. He specifically targeted you. Unbelievable. Honestly, could never be me. But let's not let that stop us today, gamers, because we're here for a good time. Okay, we're here for a good time, chat. We're here for a good time, gamers. We're here for a very good time. But yeah, gaming hard or hardly gaming, chat. Let's get back to our normal scheduled program. How we doing? The stream is not Dry Bones representation. It would be really funny if Dry for Smash was secretly just Odyssey Central on a Smurf. I'm like 20% sure. You know what I mean? You know, just for you. Hang on, what's this? Oh, I actually already have Dry Bones on the OBS overlay. Oh shit, from last time. So, you know, we'll have some Dry Bones representation. How about that? I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there for you guys. Gaming hard, Sonic Frontiers, and Persona Reload. Yeah, like I said, I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, and I want to start Doom Eternal. I'm probably going to start it not tomorrow, actually. Probably Friday. Probably start for a bit on Friday, because tomorrow I'm going swimming with Ozzy, actually. I haven't been swimming in years, chat. I actually don't know if I remember how to swim, because it's been that long since I swam. But there's a pool not too far from Ozzy's house, and I was just like, I'm in the area because my workplace is quite close to his house. So I was like, after work, I'll just stop by and we'll just go swimming. I ordered some trunks to his house, so we're just literally going to stop by his house, chill for a bit, eat some food, eat a little bit of food because obviously we're swimming. And then we're going to go there. I'll let you know how that goes. What else have we got? Legends Arceus, so we played both portals. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Portal, huh? Love me a bit of Portal. Still playing Sonic Frontiers. Made it to Chaos Island, which is kind of ass, is it? Yeah, we definitely got to play. No promises, chat. No promises, obviously. But like, at some point, I do want to like play some, especially with like, what's it, Unleashed getting a unofficial PC port. I do want to do like I want to play all the Sonic games. All the good Sonic games I missed out on. You know, so like Unleashed, Colors. There's probably another one in there. But like those two, Frontiers. Obviously, I want to continue Frontiers because I played it a bit. I thought it was cool, but I didn't really get into the meat of the bones. You know, you didn't even fight the first boss yet. So did I really play it? So. Every Sonic game sucks. Sonic was never good. We all know. Sonic is never good. Alright? It's never good. Persona 3 is emotionally destroying me. That's how I feel about Persona 5. We play Mega Man Zero games. Ooh, nice. I'm currently huffing a large amount of copium about myself and getting a Switch too. You think I was lying to myself about. Oh, so you don't think you're gonna get one, or do you want to get one but just like probably don't have the money? I'm gonna. I think I'll probably work. It depends. If it comes out at the end of the year, I'll probably have money because I usually get a lot more work towards the end of the year than the start of the year, so I should be alright. I think if it comes out at the end of this year, I hope it does. That'd be quite fun. What will service do you think of Sea Slide Galaxy? Will he put Melty Malt in an S2? You have to see. All right. DB Gaming and played ukulele. I need to. I don't know, collectathons. Oh, collectathons. For a platforming guy, I'm not really that big on collectathons, but who knows? Maybe ukulele is one of the good ones. I went on a 2D platforming craze. Rayman DKC Warrior Land is set. Ooh. What would you say is your favorite so far? What was I? Lost my place. I've played no good Sonic games. You played Sonic X Shadow Generations, haven't you? Come on now, brother. Be real. Sonic Classic Sonic fan is the only good piece of Sonic media, brother. So I'm just saying, so far they've not sent their best, you know? Like at least with the Pokemon community, right? The discourse. Wait, why is my? It feels like my camera's really. I look like a man. I was kind of like, what the hell? There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Like at least with Pokemon, I know there's at least some guys that are like my ghosts, you know? I've at least got Jimothy Cole. I've got a bit of Moxie. I've got a bit of Wolfie Glick, you know what I mean? It feels like with Sonic, it's like, who are your ghosts? Like, you got Cyber Shell? That's the only guy I know. Who else? Splash Dash? That fraud? It's not even his first channel. It's a second channel. It doesn't count, all right? He's a fraud. He's a fraud, that guy. I don't count him. He's Irish, so I hate him, all right? Potato Famine 2, all right? Has to be done. Like, who do you guys even have? All right? Dumbsville? I don't know, man. More like Dumbsville. Choctopus? Chow Mix? You guys are just making up names now. They're not real Sonic tubers. If I haven't heard of them, therefore. What's that? We should be trying to want to play more Sonic games. And I think the world knows because Sonic Colors Ultimate is on PS Plus. Oh, is it this month? Shit, I need to. Oh, come on, this part. Isn't that perfect timing? What? Colors Ultimate is on PS Plus. Sonic Unleashed just got a PC port. I've already got Frontiers. Chat, is it gonna be the Sonic trilogy with Sir Musty? I don't know. By Curate. How do you say? I've never learned how to say his name out loud. Bicure Box 2? By Karibo? I don't fucking know. I like him. I've seen him, therefore he's one of the good ones. I've never had to say his name out loud, so I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like when you read a book and there's a character whose name you don't know, you're just like, you know, that's how it goes. Or at least how it goes for me, anyway. Nathaniel Bandy. Yeah, he's not a Pokemon. No, he's not a Sonic YouTuber, though, is he? He's just kind of a YouTuber who does Sonic, you know? Give me something. Where am I going? Give me. Where am I going? Give me Beach Ball. Some call me Johnny. Is that a Johnny versus fella? Why is he versing everything? Brother? What's happening? Hello, Notska. It's the Donkey Kong guy. Hey, speaking of Donkey Kong, my fucking Donkey Kong video on the main channel, that got demonetized. I got a notification. Oh, it's been demonetized. I'm like, why'd you say fuck me for? I didn't do anything wrong. What, like a week after I released it? He's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, of all the videos? I feel like that's like one of the least ones, you know what I mean? So I requested a review because I'm like, what are we doing here, lads? Not that one. Like, some of my live streams get demonetized. I'm like, you know what? Fair. It's a live stream video. That video, though? I'm like, is what he showed the Game Grumps N-word compilation? Did I show? I don't think I showed it in that one. Like, I think it's the main video, not the streams. I think that probably got demonetized. I don't know. It was all of that, wasn't it? Unbelievable. Wait, though, should we get started, gamers? What time is it? It's just about 8. I think we've got about 3 hours at least. About 3 hours. So let's continue. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Which was. So we started this 2 days ago, but we never got a chance to finish because the bat signal called. I'm afraid. You know how it is. So let me get it ready. YouTube hates it. I know they are. They fucking hate it. So where's my stuff? That's what I need to find now. Galaxy clips. Here we are. So what's next? How does the list go? Hang on. I want to make sure I get all of them in a list. So we did Ghostly, and then there's nothing else here. So it goes Gusty Garden next, right? There's Gusty Garden's here, and then it's Freeze Flame, right? Freeze Flame, then Dusty Dune. Okay. So then it's Freeze Flame, Dusty Dune, then it's Gold Leaf, Sea Slide, Toy Time. Gold Leaf, Sea Slide, Toy Time, and then it's Melty Molten, I think, is last, right? Deep Dark, Dreadnought, Melty Molten. Deep Dark, Dreadnought. Oh, there we are. I forgot Dreadnought. No, I can't believe this. I'll do the single ones in my own time, don't worry. Work coordinator to do Gusty Guard. Even my workplace thought it was overrated. But let's continue. What's the music? Big Bad Butterboom again? Alright, gamers. So, gamers. Where's my notes? My phone. The very cause of my distraction. Do I put it on like D&D? I'm gonna put it on D&D. I don't want anyone calling me. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't want anyone fucking calling me this time. I'm not picking up the phone, brother. I ain't picking up the phone. I'm gonna go on D&D and then get my phone and then I get my notes ready. Cause I ain't fucking dealing with this shit again. If anyone calls me, bro, Batman is retired, okay? Batman is retired. That's for sure. Beach Ball, where's Beach Ball? There's my notes for Beach Ball. And then we go to Ghostly. And then we scroll down to, where's Gusty? Gusty Garden. Oh, Gusty Garden. Should be in C tier? Oh boy, we'll find out. So once we're done, what was the one before? It was Beach Ball. It's Beach Ball, right? Oh no, it was, what came before? What did we just do? It was Ghostly, right? Oh, it's a Ghostly. So I have the transition from Ghostly. So once we're done getting spooky with it, gamers. Once we're done getting spooky with it, we go to the galaxy that everyone thinks is an overrated flop. Or is that just me? I think it might just be me. But either way, it's Gusty Garden. I love me some Gusty Garden, gamers. But the real question is it all just music? Or has it actually got some source to it, gamers? Has it got some source to it? What do you think, chat? Has it got some source? Gusty Garden's low-key carried by its music. Low-key, you say? Well, certainly, I mean, when it comes to the first star, I don't think I would say so. I'm going to be honest. I would say Bunnies in the Wind, I think, serves a pretty solid starting point, if you ask me. I think it teaches you about the initial gimmick of Gusty Garden. Of course, I wish that they expanded on it more, but that's just something Galaxy tends to do. Very strange. But I do kind of, I just kind of like this. Do you know what I mean? Like the spinning, you get 3 spins and then it goes. It's like almost like it was a precursor to Cloudy Mario or Cloud Mario, but you didn't hear that from me, games. You didn't hear that from me. But Bunnies in the Wind, I think, is the definition of just like, it's just kind of neat. Does it do anything in particular where I'm like, oh, that bit was really fucking good? No, it's just like kind of neat. Someone said this one is vibes maxing. I think this level definitely doesn't beat the vibes maxing allegations. Because you sail through the wind, you have to like kill enemies in order to like activate vines to spin and continue. And then I think it ends on a bunny chase scene, which I think this is definitely one of the better ones. I quite like this one because it takes you around this tricky little hedge maze. There's many opportunity to, cut a corner to chase the. I like the bunny chase ones where you can kind of cut some corners and like end the chase early. I really like those. So I think it's a galaxy that has some interesting set pieces and is followed up by a bunny chase. Again, nothing crazy, but overall a solid enough start. But it's one of those galaxies which is a nice introduction, but has to continue the momentum. And does the dirty tricks of Major Burrows continue that momentum? I would certainly say so. I think it certainly does that. It does that beginning thing that you love in a Mario Galaxy level, which is it gives you that initial hub area at the beginning again. But then it also does this thing. I really like it when Mario Galaxy does this. I think it does this so well. Are the invisible tutorials that the game loves to do. So I skipped ahead a little, so let me go over here. So I love it. This footage shows it perfectly. So you end up seeing these things with a ground pound signal. So like this symbol, should I say, that you've seen before on the the mandibugs, right? So you've seen this symbol before. So obviously you intuitively just ground pound on this. And then by doing so, you're most likely going to figure out that, oh, the burrowing fellas, their weakness is ground pounding. It stuns them for a bit, and then you can spin them and take them out. And by doing that, it activates the sling star that will take you to the next area. Silent tutorials. Hey, no text box needed on this one. What a lovely way to teach you about the gimmick. And it gives you a couple more planets to attack some more burrows. I think they're just called burrows, aren't they? Mario Wiki in the chat, you can help me with that. And then, unfortunately, the clips have no audio, by the way, guys. So you get a couple of planets where you're dealing with these burrow fellas. Nothing too crazy. You get this planet, which I always forget to go to. And then, of course, it caps out. Oh, it has this cool sequence as well with an apple. You go into this apple sequence. I don't know if you guys remember this one, but I was just like, oh, that's kind of neat. You know, ground pounding certain marks to get this caterpillar to keep eating apples. Don't know what it's doing here, but it's one of those Mario Galaxy isms, isn't it? Where it's like, oh, that's kind of neat, isn't it? That's kind of neat. Kind of a decent set piece. But then you get to the final level as a whole, which is Major Burrows, and you use everything that you've learned to attack Major Burrows, and then he gets annoyed. Of course, I'm going to play the sound effect. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to do it myself. And, of course, he gets angry. He gets mad. Now, is this boss fight anything to write home about? Not particularly. It's a Mario boss. They're all fucking easy. But Major Burrows has that charm, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to use the C word, chat. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use the C word. Because this fight isn't anything too crazy. But I do like the way it escalates. Again, it starts off simple. He gets mad. And I think the way I do like the fact that when he's vulnerable, he's not just standing there like an idiot. Like, I think that's one of the things I really, really like about him, is that and also he does this thing as well. Oh, he attacked it. Oh no, he got hit. Poor guy. But yeah, also he like fakes you out on the final hit, which I think is quite cool as well. Once you ground pound him once, he comes back for one final attack, which can catch you off guard, as it did with this guy here. But once you know, you just ground pound him. Again, I like the fact that he runs away, do you know? Unlike some bosses which just sit there, he runs away at least. He gives you an opportunity to fight a little. So I like Major Burrows. He's definitely vibes maxing a little, but I enjoy him. And I also like the fact that I never noticed this before, but I like the fact that the bunny's just hiding up here the whole time. He's just there, because I always wondered where he went, the bunny that was being chased. He's just hiding on a little ledge conveniently placed for him, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but now you do. Also, existence of Major Burrows implies that the moles of Gusty Garden have an organized military and officer positions. So does that mean in the next game we're going to fight General Burrows? Mario Galaxy 3. I will be there no matter what game is. But I'm also done with Major Burrows, so I think it's definitely quite neat. It's quite neat. I like him. We get on to star number 3, which is Gusty Gardens' Gravity Scramble. Now, I think this star definitely has the what's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas issue? Because like the same way that Beach Ball had, you find this secret undersea cavern, and then it takes you to the Cyclone Stone planet, and you're just like, I mean, it's a cool enough set piece, cool enough area, like quite tough at this point in the game, but I'm just like, well, could have been anywhere else. I would have liked it if he continued the Beach Bowl theming, but okay, I'll take it. It's the same with Gusty Garden's Gravity Scramble. Again, you start off with the Gusty Garden gimmick you've known and loved, and then shortly after, the level transitions to this segment here. So again, you find a gold chomp, which is where the hidden star is, which I think is, we'll get onto that in a second. But once you're done with this set piece, you just go to, the music even changes too. You end up going to these sets of planets, you're just like, oh, interesting. And I wouldn't really mind that sort of thing. Again, in the case of the Cyclone Stone planet, it was a bit odd, but I quite like that area as a challenge, especially for that point in the game. It's genuinely quite tough and enables you, requires you to think a bit more than you normally would for that point in the game. But with this one, I don't think this gimmick is particularly tough, nor do I find it that it expands on itself enough to warrant its stay. So, for example, you get this, the Star Chip section, which is decent enough, I suppose. But then you get to the actual gravity section itself, which is right over about here. Here we go. So I think the issue with this gravity section is it just doesn't last that long. Like, even by Mario Galaxy standards, I'm kind of just left wanting. So it introduced it, think about it, gamers. We have, the footage is on 3 minutes, 40 seconds. And we've got, I don't know, I'm blocking at the moment, games. Guess how much time of the footage we have left? We only have 1:46 of the footage left, which just goes to show you how short this section is. There's only 1:46 of time left. And I think there's only 4 sections. So you hit this one, you hit 2 more of those, and the level is just kind of done. So it does a good job of introducing the gimmick to you. But before it can even build up, you're just kind of done, and you're like, oh. Cool. that was something. And also, Splat Cube, I honestly, get a load of this guy. I feel like this section would have fit better in a later Galaxy. I think it definitely would have, but it's one of those ones that genuinely feels half-baked to me. Very rarely will I call a gimmick in Mario Galaxy half-baked. Again, its biggest crime is that it will leave you wanting, sure, but never do I feel like they're half-baked. Not expanded enough, but not half-baked. This is one where I genuinely do feel like it's half-baked, because before it even gets started, it's over. Like, you can see in this section here, we get to the final gravity switching section. So after you hit this one here, you'll see in a second, this is the final section. So obviously now it's the gravity gimmick that you've learned about, but there's cannon fires. You're like, oh, it's escalating. It's building up to something. We're doing stuff. And then you jump up this one here. You jump up that one there. Hang on. You know, we got Mr. First time playing a platformer here. And then it's just over. You see that? It starts to escalate and then it's just kind of over. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a bit of a shame. Not an overall bad mark for Gusty Garden in terms of this third star, but the third star definitely left me wanting a bit more out of this Galaxy. And I think the Secret Star, gives me a bit of those vibes. I really like the Secret Star. This Secret Star is probably one of my favorites in the game. As I said before, I like a Secret Star that gives you enough intrigue to try and find it, but also like it's satisfying to get in and of itself. And I think the Golden Chomp fits that bill perfectly. Now, again, I think one good thing about thing a hidden star should be good at is it should, because obviously you have to explore like an entire level to find just like one star. Exploring such a big area, especially with how Mario Galaxy has launch stars that like send you to areas without any way of going back, it can get a bit frustrating. Sometimes you gotta be like, did I pass the hidden star already? Did I not? But I think it's almost impossible to do star 3 without seeing that golden chomp. So when you see it, you're kind of like, okay, now I know where it is. So it gives you such a small band of area to search for how do you kill this chomp that the answer ends up being right in front of you this whole time. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but for all three of the galaxies, all three of the stars, there's these question mark coins. So you end up collecting them, and the first 2 times they give you star bits. So you're just like, oh, they give you star bits. But the third time, if you end up collecting it the third time, that's when it gives you Rainbow Mario. I remember when I don't know about you guys, but I remember the first time I got this, I realized it gave me star bits. So when I came back for star 2 and star 3, I didn't bother because I'm like, I don't really want star bits. And I was a bit lost. I'm like, where's this? I know I have to kill this golden chomp. Where is it? But so the answer was just staring at me right in the face. And I think that one of the a secret where the answer's right in front of you, just kind of have to look. Those are my favorite kind of secrets. It had a narrow band to search with, so the frustration is always on you. And when you do find it, you're just like, oh, that's where it was. It even happened to Alfonso as well. So the fact that it happened to me and him is an indication that it's probably happened to a lot of you. So I find this is one of those secrets that was very satisfying to find out. And getting it itself, I mean, you can't really go wrong with running into enemies as Rainbow Mario. If there's one type of game design that you'll never get wrong in my books, it's just running into things and killing them. You know, I really, really like that. So I think the Golden Chomp is probably one of my favorite hidden stars, just because of how cheekily hidden the secret is. So I have to give you points for that, Gus, together. But the Pranksters gamers, do they continue this momentum with the Pranksters? Now, gamers, I have to report to you, they do have a Daredevil comment. Now, unlike Boulder Guys, where I felt like his fight, while it wasn't tough, it's hard enough where having to do it in one hit is a bit, okay, you know, I have to be careful. I have to keep my head on the swivel here. With Major Burrows, it doesn't really have as much of a fear factor behind it, which leaves the Daredevil comic kind of wanting. I wonder if this guy dies while playing it. Let's find out. Oh, yeah, I think he gets it first. Hang on, does he get it here? Oh, he gets it first time. Yeah, as I said, I think the fight is just a little too easy to give you that urge, so that sense of anxiety from having to only do it in one hit, you know? So doesn't quite have that Boulder Guys factor, so it's definitely a bit of a, well, that was the star of all time. But are the purple coins going to be any good this time? So, you know, again, they're half and half games. Are these ones any good? And it's safe to report, chat, these ones are good. This is one of the good ones. This is one of the good ones for sure. Because they do the things that I like in a purple star mission, which is, firstly, if you guys see, as soon as you land, you'll find the thing I love. I love to see it, gamers. I love to see it, and so do you. Boom! We got a timer. Okay, I'm on the clock here. Let's fucking go. Now, it's the hedge maze section from the first star. Now, which can cause a bit of frustration because, like, you're thinking, do I have to collect 100 coins in this giant hedge maze? What if I get lost? What if I end up... So, one thing they do to cleverly make sure that you don't end up being too frustrated in the start is, as you'll see, if he goes right towards Fieldboard... Oh, unfortunately, he doesn't go to Fieldboard. But Fieldboard tells you there's actually 150 coins here. So, you only have to collect 100 out of 150. So, by giving you more of a bank to aim for, it means you don't exactly have to be as precise with your collecting. So, while you're on the clock, you're not having to be so precise with your movement where it ends up being frustrating. And I really, really like that. I really like that. Pillboard slander, never from me. I love Philboard. He's my favorite guy. Jillboard, Philboard, or Billboard share? Let me know. Who's your go? I tried this star multiple times. I wanted to go for like multiple different approaches. I wanted to go for the collect every purple coin in an area before I move on and just wing it and just keep running. I found both methods to be just as effective as each other. I found the collecting in one spot before moving on to be a bit more. I think I ended up with having 25, 30 seconds left. And with the other one, I had like 10, 15. So it's got a small... The time bank isn't so large where it's free. It's large enough to be generous enough without being frustrating. So, you know what? Big fan of this one. So I think overall you have the initial set of 3 stars where 2 of them I'm really enjoying. The third one feels like a bit of a miss. A hidden star that's perfectly cheekily hidden, and a purple coin mission I absolutely adore. So I don't think I'm gonna get... I think I've explained myself well enough. So when I put it up in A tier, the top of A tier, I don't think anyone's gonna... Am I gonna get any... Oh, who got on? Say it, go on. Fight me. I'm the king of debates, gamers. I'm definitely going to stand on business and put it in A tier, high A tier. Definitely. Doesn't have that X factor to really make it up there in A plus or S tier, but it definitely is just really solid all around. Or just say B tier for you, agreeable enough. Okay, B or B. I'm seeing Bs. Well, I don't believe you guys. I don't believe you. You guys are wrong and cringe. S for you. The music is carrying, isn't it? It's the fucking music, isn't it? I bet it is. Let's go to, what's the next one? The next one after that is Freeze Flame. Where's my notes for Freeze Flame? Did I do it? Did I go up to, did I take it to the top? Peak Flame. No, hang on, guys. You don't know if I like it or not, guys. You have to be careful. You don't know if I like it or not. I might hate this one. Okay, so you guys better be careful. You guys are saying Peak Flame this, Peak Flame that. I might hate it. You guys don't know if I hate it yet. So once we're done with getting gusty in this garden, we go to A Song of Fire and Ice, Freeze Flame, Galaxy. Is it all that it's cracked up to? Yeah, you get Ice Mario. Yeah, you get Fire Mario. But it is actually good. Or is it too busy being a Nepo baby? Let's find out, gamers. Let's go to... Where's Freeze Flame on the list? Freeze Flame. What the hell? Oh, Zozim. Don't tell me you messed this up, Zozim. Where's Freeze Flame in this? Oh, no. So if you guys don't know, Zozim lovingly... Oh, here it is. Okay. We got Freeze Flame. We found it. She archived all of the levels for me, so I'd be able to quickly click between each one. So thank you, Zozim, for that. Everyone say thank you, Zozim. But she didn't mess up. We're good. First one is... So firstly, we go to... I think it's Conquering the Summit is the first one, right? Conquering the Summit, gamers. So we decided to go to the freeze side of Freeze Flame Galaxy. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about Ice Mario, but I feel like having... Well, firstly, how did they fix the painful ice physics of ice physics? They let you skate. And they give you a nice area to practice as well. I don't know whose idea it was to invent skating. That guy needs an award. That guy needs a raise. That guy needs a good home. That guy needs generational wealth. You took could have easily been some of the most frustrating movement in the entire game and gave us skating. It's such a small addition that I don't think any of us really appreciate what it is. But good lords, I love the skating in this game, especially the animations. If you do a triple jump while skating, the nice spinning pirouette that Mario does is just really charming. I really, really like the skating. He's so girly pop now, isn't he? He's so girly pop. So once you're done learning, you get to the freeze part of Freeze Flame, which is the freezy peak section of this map, which I feel like is a nice showcase of both ice skating and Ice Mario itself. I don't know how you guys feel about Ice Mario. Having used it... Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Let me pause the alerts. But thank you so much, Shitty Grand. I appreciate it. I'm going to pause the alerts. But when it comes to Ice Mario, it definitely feels like... It definitely doesn't... It feels epic with the music for sure. And I do love the sense of urgency that it's based on a timer. So you have to be like really quick when you want to use it. I do like that about it, but as a power-up itself, it's not really that interesting in that. Yeah, you can... Hang on, where's he going? Is he going all the way over here? What that? Where? Hey, is this the right star? Oh, this is Conquering the Summit, my bad. I meant to do Baron Burr, my bad. Let's go to Baron Burr. Silly fella went to the sequel, and that was Conquering the Summit. But yeah, like, it's one of those ones where I don't hate it because I know it gets a lot of hate because it's a timed power up. I don't hate it because it's timed. I don't really think it's as interesting as it could be because, yeah, you can skate on ice, which is really cool, but then that's kind of it. You know what I mean? Especially considering we live in a world now where we have a new version of the ice flower where you can throw ice balls and pick up enemies and shock them into other enemies. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, compared to that, you get an Ice Mario where it's just kind of like, you're okay, I guess. You're okay. But I do like it. I do think its implementation is done pretty okay here, especially for a first level. They want to kind of teach you how it is without getting a bit too crazy with it. And I think it offers 2 sections where you have to make sure you reach them in time in order to ascend to the area up above. I think it serves a decent enough start. Is anything mind-blowing? I don't really think so. But a decent enough challenge, I would say. Baron Bell, on the other hand, now, let's be clear here. I like the concept of Baron Burr. I like the idea that you're stuck on a lower platform and that you have to get Ice Mario to ascend up, and his whole attack pattern relies on him knocking you off and you having to ascend up again. It continues the theme of ascending up to fight him. I really, really like that. It's just a shame that... Oh, I was going to say it's a shame that if you're older than 5... This guy's getting spawn trapped. It's a shame that if you're older than 5... this boss isn't really as compelling as I would like, if I'm being honest. I think rematching him, even at the time when I fought him as a kid, he was just a bit too easy for my liking. Just like the regular Burrs, you simply just ascend, you spin near him, which causes him to lose all his moisture, and you give him a bit of a kick. And that's just kind of it. As I said, I like the fact that he tries to knock you off. That is quite neat, but... doesn't really do much for me personally, as I don't imagine it does a lot of people. It's definitely Baron Bruh, I would say. Definitely Baron Bruh. Because all you do is, he got knocked off! The first person I've ever seen get knocked off! All you had to do was wall climb back up. You said, whose footage is this? Whose footage is this? I can't believe what Let's Play did we find, Zozim? Jesus Christ! This is like baby's first Let's Play. I love this. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting watch. Does he do it the second time? Oh, no, I think he does it. I think he kicks it. Oh, that's it. Nice. And then, again, the fight escalates quite nicely, doesn't it? He sends some of his minions out. As a fight, it's designed quite well. But why did you jump off? What's happening? But yeah, the footage is definitely sparing Baron Burr's blushes, but it's a lot easier than I would like personally for a boss, even by Mario standards, bearing it in mind, I'm taking this by Mario standards, it's still just a tad bit too easy. Decent level, decently designed boss, but ultimately a fight that I would easily just avoid, if that makes sense. But what about Freeze Flame's blistering core? Then we get to the flame part of Freeze Flame. So what do we think about Fire Mario gamers? I think one of the addressing the allegations that the flame part of Freeze Flame has had is when it comes to Fire Mario, in that his fireballs are a bit too hard to aim, especially without a reticle. And from playing this Galaxy a couple of times, sorry, specifically this Star a couple of times, I can definitely understand why people say that. I think the aiming, especially when you have to aim at little torches to light them up to progress your forward path, it can sometimes be a little bit annoying, but I wouldn't say it's so much where it affected my enjoyment at all. I wouldn't say so personally. So I would say it's definitely beating the allegations, at least from my experience. I don't know about you guys. I think you guys could probably tell me if that's the case. So definitely didn't affect my enjoyment when I replayed this Galaxy. Never really had any issues. I never had any. The aiming's annoying, but only a small issue. Yeah, I would say. So all in relative agreement, I would say. It's fun to get to places without the torches. Oh, definitely. I remember when I replayed this, what's it? How many of you guys have done this? Be honest with me. Hang on, let's go back. I'll show you. No, here it is. How many of you guys just straight up went, here we go. Let me pause on the right. Oh, do you see this gate here? How many of you guys just like damage boosted around the gate so you could get to Fire Mario quickly? We all did that. Hands up, guys. Hands up. We all did that, I'm guessing. Yeah, because you could just damage boost around this bit. Once you figure that, you're like, especially since there's a life mushroom right there, you can just take 2 ticks of damage and you'll be fine. You didn't do that, Alfonso. Mods, kill him. Oh, he is a mod. Mod, kill the mod. Mod on mod violence. But overall, I would say this level mainly rolls around Fire Mario and lighting up torches, which, again, is it the most insane level design? I wouldn't say particularly, but I would say the timer that Fire Mario has on it, which some people don't really like, to be honest, but I would say is easily the most interesting implementation of Fire Mario that I would say Fire Mario has ever had in its entire life. I think one of the issues with Fire Mario, I'd say issues, I don't really say it's a problem, but it's a bit of a fire and forget type power-up. Do you like the pun I did there? I didn't have that written down, I just came up with it now. In that you just kind of throw fireballs, you feel super powerful, and that's kind of it. So having that on a timer where not only can you kill enemies, it makes the act of killing enemies a lot more fun because you know you're on a small time limit, but it also gives you the puzzle element of having to figure out what the game wants you to do with it. So I easily think this is the most fun implementation of Fire Mario they've ever made, and it's a shame that they haven't really tried anything more with that. But yeah, that's a conversation for another day. I do like this ending bit. I don't know if you guys remember this ending bit. Where you have to aim a fire shot on these platforms. Well, you have to stand on one of these platforms and aim a fireball. Although I'm guessing hang on. I don't think this guy's quite figured it out yet. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you have to just aim it. Although with me, I just chuck. I just stand on the platform and I just chuck as fast as I can. If I'm being honest, I just hope it gets it, which it generally does. So overall, I would say I'm having a decently fun time with Freeze Flame. Nothing cinematic, but I'm having a decently fun time, I would say. But what about when hot and cold collide games? So we get the freeze, we get the flame. We were taught quite nicely. It's a nice bit of progression, isn't it? And now we get to experience Bofa gamers. Bofa what? Bofa D's power-ups. So even from the beginning, you can see it, right? You can see it from the beginning. The fireballs, the solar fireballs that were on the edge of the galaxy, they've invaded and they crashed in. So now we've got a bit of freeze and a bit of the flame. Oh my God, what are we doing here? It's hot and it's cold. It's yes and it's no. It's in and it's out. It's up and it's down. Is it wrong and is it right, though? Let's find out. So you start off on the usual planet, skating around. And then it introduces the gimmicks you've already known. You have an ice section where you have to use... we have to avoid the icy water as you've been doing. But then you later... On the underside of the planet, you have Fire Mario, which you have to use to... Again, it fuses the two gimmicks, which is kind of neat. I would say, definitely. And then after you do that, hang on, where does it lead into? I think I forgot this one. It leads into the final section. Oh, this final section here, I really like this. You get a final section with Ice Mario. So the other section was Fire Mario. It was Hot and Cold Collide, but you had Fire Mario. Now it's Hot and Cold Collide, but you get Ice Mario. From my playing, I didn't really find too much difficulty in making sure I maintained my ice flower while jumping over. Although unlike this guy, I ended up skating. I didn't end up walking, although I suppose walking is a valid strat too, I suppose. But yeah, I think overall, does this Galaxy really have that... Does this star really have that killing edge for me? Not particularly, but it's just really fun to be able to use both power-ups in a really creative way. I think it meshes really well. I think that's why it is. I think that's why I really enjoy this one. It also forms a nice bit of progression too, in that you had the freeze, you had the flame, now you have the freeze and the flame. It's quite nice. But again, nothing cinema. I'm seeing S tiers in the chat. I just don't agree. I don't think it's got that killing edge for me personally. But do the pranksters change that? Let's have a look at the pranksters, shall we? So we get prankster number 1, which is... Hang on, where is it? Where's prankster number 1? Oh, here it is. We get prankster number 1, which is a race. A frosty cosmic Mario race. Now, personally, I really like this race because of one simple factor. I get to skate. And I really, really like skating. And not only do I like the cosmic Mario races in this game, I just like skating. I wonder if this guy's going to do it. Are you going to do it for me, brother? Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Is he going to long jump? Hang on. Oh, what's he doing? It really is Scrimblow Let's... Oh, he's skating! Gamers, he's figured out skating. Round of applause. Oh, come on, is he going to do it? I have to watch this now, gamers. Last time the race got really tense, didn't it? Oh, we've got Ice Mario skating as well. He's finally figured out how to skate. Oh, he's chased up the Cosmic Mario, who's walking. Oh, now he's skating too. We've got 2 skate. He gives him a kick there. I don't know if that's a regulation game move right there. Oh, Cosmic Mario ended up going aside to get those star bits, which means that Mario's in front here. And we've got Mario who isn't skating once. I don't know where Mario's going. I think he wants to go back to the top path, but the top path is not inaccessible anymore. Cosmic Mario went to tie his shoelace, unfortunately. Mario's had his shoelace untied. He looked down. Oh, is he going to be able to join us? Is he going to be able to jump across? He jumps. He slows down for some extra momentum. Is Cosmic Mario going to catch it? Oh, easy victory for Mario there. Hey, solid stuff. But yeah, I just really like the skating aspect of this one, so you just couldn't go wrong. But what about the purple coins, though? Again, this is one of those purple coins games. This is one of those no time limit, explore the galaxy type of purple coins. This is going to be really hit or miss. So let me know, chat. What do you think of this one? If you ask me, I wasn't really that big on the honey hive one. I thought it was okay. I wasn't that big on it. The freeze flame one, I absolutely enjoyed this one. I really loved. I love the freeze flame galaxy purple coin mission because I think it just takes you throughout. Again, I think as I said before, whether you like one of these no time limit exploration purple coins, it depends on whether you really like the area at hand you get to explore. And personally, Freezy Peak, I really loved exploring this area. And I think most importantly, at no point did I feel like any of the coins were bullshit. The two that could have been, the game accounts for. I'll show you right now. So once you ascend, so obviously you have to end up going to the top of the peak at the top. But as you can see here, hang on, I'll show you. There's a couple of ones that have the chance to be annoying. Which once he's done talking to Mr. Toad and Mr. Toad fella, you get this really satisfying. Oh man, tell me this jump isn't satisfying. Is it annoying if you miss it? Yeah, I think the game gives you more than enough time to be able to adjust your landing. Where if you miss, it's entirely your fault. I'm gonna be honest, it's entirely your own fault. Having to long jump and aim it just right to land on these two is just brilliant, and the big landing you do there as well. But most importantly, you launch start back, and the camera is perfectly oriented so that if you didn't get these two, which you are guaranteed to miss because of the way the camera is oriented, it shows you. So your reward for climbing up that Freezy Peak is to get 2 coins that could have been really annoying to find otherwise. So those are the only coins that I would consider a pain point, and I think the game accounts for them perfectly. Other than that, I think if you missed any of the purple coins, it's more or less you not exploring the area as well as you could, if you ask me. And since I love exploring this area a lot, I absolutely love this one. So this is definitely one of my favorite no time limit exploration based purple coin missions. So we get on to the final one, which is the hidden star. Again, this is one of my favorite hidden stars. This is it's got less of that Gusty Garden factor in that the answer's right in front of you the whole time, but more, you're probably most likely to find this one while you're just playing the Galaxies. I think most of us probably just discover this just by playing the game normally, right? Because you end up finding this one up here, like even just naturally, you find this one up here and then you just naturally end up, look, just on the top of the screen, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, you can see just the edge of a sling star. I think most of us saw this before we even got there. So then finding it isn't really particularly hard, although getting to it is really great. I love it because you have to triple jump off of these jet streams here. It's a really satisfying triple jump to pull off, especially when you're under a timer as well. Look at this, boom, boom, but oh, come on. I love that triple jump. One of my favorite triple jumps in the series. It's a movement option that doesn't get utilized a lot, but I love it when it has moments like that. And you get a bit of fire, Mario. Your reward for exploring this area early, if you did find it in the first star, is getting fire Mario early. Brilliant. And you make good use of it where you have to keep it in order to get rid of these snowmen. Although I think you should probably kill the ice bats, the ice keys. Should probably step on it, brother. You gonna do that for me? Okay, or just fire with them, that works too. And so, of course, the finding of the secret is a little bit satisfying, but also this summit area is actually decently hard to conquer as well. As I said, you got to keep Fire Mario for portions of it, and the platforming they require is not necessarily easy. Not that hard for a gamer like me, but not necessarily like free, you know. And I really like this little bit. Again, you got rocks falling as well, which you have to avoid as you're going up. Although you can cheekily, I don't know if you guys know, but you can cheekily like backwards jump up here and cheekily skip a little bit if you want. That's what I figured out while I was replaying this Galaxy. But yeah, it offers you a decently fun platforming challenge with an early bit of Fire Mario. I absolutely adore this hidden star. For both the fact that it's hidden and the platforming challenges that it offers too. So overall, you have a nice progression of its first 3 stars with a freeze, the flame, and the freeze flame. And while that didn't win me over too much personally, the Cosmic Mario race, which is really fun, I love Cosmic Mario races plus skating, the purple coin mission being easily the best no time limit exploration ones, and a hidden star that was both fun to find and had a really compelling platforming challenge, I think without a shadow of a doubt, freeze flame is going in the Nintendo Masterclass. No doubt. I think the first 3 didn't win me over as much, but with the other 3 stars, it 100% goes into the S tier without a shadow of a doubt. So I hope you guys are happy about that. You enjoy it? Huh? Yeah. Oh, yes, everyone loves me now. Everyone loves me now because the video man agrees with them. Yeah, it's for sure. I was a bit worried when I ended up analyzing this game. I wouldn't like it as much as everyone else did, but the 3 other stars 100% takes us up to S tier. I probably would have put this like maybe low A, maybe even here, just based on the first 3. I thought they were good, but not really that crazy. I just love the extra 3 stars so much. I absolutely adore them, so 100% goes into S tier. and everyone loves me for it. So do you know what? I'm gonna keep the good opinions coming, chat. So once we're done going to the best Galaxies so far, we end up going to the one gamers. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can we get a it's the one Galaxy gamers. It's the one. Where's my foghorn? Where's my foghorn at? Do I have a foghorn? Oh no, gamers. Oh no. It's the guy. And we hate him so much, don't we? We hate him, folks. We hate that bastard. We hate him so much. That dusty dude that dusty, musty, busty motherfucker. Where is he? There you are. We hate him so much. I don't even remember what the order of that. I need to look up the order. What's the order, guys? Did it start off with blasting through the sand? I fucking hope so. Fucking Dusty Dune Galaxy. This dusty ass motherfucker. Can you believe this, gamers? Can you fucking believe it? We end up having really good and peak, and it continues the momentum with Dusty Dune. But again, hang on. I was soaring through the desert. My bad. The first one is soaring through the desert. Let me get soaring through the desert up instead. There we are. So gamers, this is the one that everyone hates. Everyone hates it. Creeper is trying to get in the video. Top tier Galaxy. Desert bias. Look, I like desert levels, therefore this one's good. High B. Boring. Well, if it isn't the bane, or I mean, if Frying Pan Sam hates it, that means I have to too. But when it comes to the Sir Musty analytical lens, do I hate it as much as everyone else does? Let's find out. I think all the Dusty Dune enjoyers will be pleased to find out that the first star, Soaring Through the Desert Winds, I actually really like this one. It starts off on a oddly strong note, and I want to make it clear, guys. I want to give you guys a bit of a fourth wall break here. When I was making this video, this is the Galaxy I played first. Because I knew that, you had Gusty Garden beforehand, you had Freeze Flame beforehand, and then I was going to go into Dusty Dune. I didn't want the highs of the previous two Galaxies to affect my enjoyment of this one. So this is the one I played first. So when I played this, I went into this as neutral as I possibly could have. And as I said, this first star is genuinely quite fun. Having to soar across the desert plains with these tornadoes. Hey, I actually kind of like this set piece. But also it does that thing that I also kind of like, where it has a fun 2D section here as well, where you're being slowed down by the desert. Decent fun there. But also has some of my favorite kinds of platforming. I don't think I talk about this too much, but if we skip ahead, you get a bit of Fire Mario too. But when you go around here, you'll get into some of my favorite kind of platform, which is vertical platforming. I don't know if there's a fancy game design term for it, but it's one of those kind of areas where you have to ascend up, and the punishment for misstepping is having to do your progress again. These sections can be a bit hit or miss. Sometimes vertical sections can be really frustrating, especially if they are a bit too BS. But I feel like this one is fair enough, where if you end up misstepping, it's mostly your own fault. And I think the initial section of this vertical section also doesn't punish you too much. It's when you get to this area here, like if you miss the section here, then you're going all the way back down. Do you know what I mean? So I think I really like this this verticality that the game does on this star here. It gets harsher and harsher as you guys in. The punishments get harsher if you miss. Like I think if you end up dropping it, you end up going all the way down. So these vertical sections are just really, really, really fun. I enjoy this a lot. And I think once you're done with this wall jump section, which, hey, I like a bit of wall jumping, I think that's the end of the Galaxy up here. So overall, the first star, pretty fun. I was genuinely shocked. I'm like, what the? I actually had fun on Dusty Dune. Hang on. Surely blasting through the sand continues the momentum, right? Surely it's not just going to be boring. Surely not, right? Surely not. It's safe to say, gamers, that this is the part where it gets absolutely fucking boring. Oh, this is the big, gamers. Welcome to the correct opinion with Sir Musty. Because every other star from this point onwards is fucking boring. And I do not like him. I do not like him, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Mainly because, now, far be it from me to sound like a certain YouTuber that I covered on my second channel one time. But I think the issue with this Galaxy is that it's just really slow and boring and not interesting. It starts off really well. I like this section where you're speeding along with the with getting pool star chips. I really like this, but I think the final area where you're in this planet here, it's just really boring. It's just kind of boring, I'm gonna be honest. So you have to go all the way down here, then you have to hit a button, then you have to go all the way back. I think this section, I can understand what they're going for in that you have to be, and also it doesn't help that if you fuck up at any point, you have to go all the way back and do this whole section again. Is it poorly designed? Not particularly. You have the tornadoes that you saw in an earlier galaxy, but some of them actually have rocks, as you can see. You can see all the way at the end. Hey, hello, guys. Some of them have rocks, which if you end up wanting to go for them for a little spin, they end up actually doing damage to you. So in terms of design, it's actually not that bad. But in terms of just me playing it, the whole time I was playing it, I just had the straightest, most neutral face possible. Because while it isn't bad objectively, it just bores the ever-living shit out of me. And also, for some reason, the tornadoes now have googly cartoon eyes. What is this, fucking Rayman 1? The tornadoes in the last galaxy, the tornadoes in the last star didn't, but these ones do. So yeah, this is just the falls for the crime of it's just really, really boring. I certainly hope the purple coin mission doesn't have us coming back here again. I really hope we don't have to. So I have to go through this boring ass area again. But this time, if I die, I have to collect 100 of them things again. Wow. Okay. That's cool. I guess. I mean, surely Bullet Bill on your back can also be quite fun as well, right? Surely. Again, this is one of those sections where there's nothing bad about this objectively. Again, there's gravity's at work here. There's either stuff going up, stuff going down, and you kind of have to adjust yourself accordingly. In terms of design, yeah, this galaxy, this star is pretty solid. But in terms of keeping me entertained, this is another one where it's just really boring. So again, if this section in particular is like the worst offender by a mile. So you have this thing where it raises up, and by it raising up, it shows you where some star chips are. And there's also a chest that you find. So there's kind of a bit of a puzzle solving element. You raise it up, figure out where the star chips are, and you have to raise it down so you can get to the certain height able. Again, game design wise, I like what they did with it, but I'm just bored. I'm just bored out of my skull. Do you know what I mean? I'm just bored. I'm just bored the entire time, honestly. This is definitely a watch YouTube videos because you're bored, Galaxy. That's the issue. Like, design-wise, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing I can find wrong in an objective sense. This is just really fucking boring to play, and I don't have fun here. Unlike the other Desert Galaxy in the other game, Mario Galaxy 2, like that had a lot more like faster paced game design to like keep you occupied and a cool boss in Squizzard. This one doesn't really have much of anything. Exactly as Industrial Cormorant says, if I'm bored the whole time, I'm bored. The iconic Sir Musty line. So let's go to, I mean, I don't know. I hope there isn't a boring speed run where they give you way too much time than you actually. It's a boring speedrun where they give you way too much time than you need. Therefore, the sense of anxiety and urgency that a timer could give you is completely lost. Oh no, gamers. Oh no, Dusty Doom Bros. Dusty Doom Bros. I don't feel so good. I really don't feel so good, guys. Oh boy. Oh, but what about the secret though, Musty? Surely the secret. Bullet Bill on your back? I hope that this one's not whack. Surely, Musty. This one's gotta be good. This one's gotta be good, right? In all honesty, I don't even remember where this is. Is this a Hungry Luma one? I don't even remember where this one is. I don't remember where this one is. I'm gonna be honest. How do you get to this one again? I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking remember. I didn't write it in my notes. Oh, is it all the notes? You collect all the notes and you get to it? Is that this one? I think that's how this one was. Yeah, you just collect all the music notes. So it's not even like a well-hidden secret neither, because like you were gonna get the music notes anyway. And I suppose this isn't so bad. Again, it's the raising up, lowering thing that they showed you earlier, but instead you have the jeopardy of bullet bills too. So yeah, design-wise, this isn't bad. I'm just bored. What about Treasure of the Pyramid though? It's got a green star, guys. It's got a green star. It's got a green star. It has to be good. It has to be good, guys. It just has to be. So obviously once you feed that, I think, is that a Hungry Luma as well? So it's not even that well hidden. It's just a Hungry Luma. And this bit, again, it's got more of the shifting stuff as well, which is okay, I guess. Again, far be it from me to sound like the average Sonic fan, but there's way too many gimmicks in this galaxy that just involve waiting or traversing areas that aren't really too interesting. And while I'm not opposed to that generally, I think in this case for me, when it comes to Dusty Dune, it just didn't really do much to engage me. Which is a shame because in an objective sense, there's nothing wrong with a lot of these stars. It's just what they went for is just generally involves a lot of waiting. And I'm okay, thank you. So While it's definitely not like F tier, because like design wise, it's just not that, it's not terrible. Like if it was terrible in an objective sense and a subjective sense, it'd 100% be F tier. But because it's designed decently well, it's just what it goes for just utterly bores me. I think D is fine. I think a D tier is fine for this one. So I'll just leave it there. So Dusty Dune fans, all two of you, if you were hoping that the Somusty's analytical lens would fare differently, no, I'm with the majority on this one. This one fucking sucks, bro. This one's so bad. Maybe F or S? S? I think you spelled F wrong, brother. I think you spelled F wrong, brother. So once we're done being bored out of our fucking skulls, which one comes next? Good lord, I need something else. I need something else to help me, guys, because I'm falling asleep here. I'm falling asleep, lads. I'll be honest with you. So we go from Dusty. We're finally out of the fucking the bedroom, all right. And then we get into the one gamers. We get into Honey Hive 2. For some reason, they like Honey Hive so much. As a, can we count Bowie bases and honorary men, guys? I'll talk about it later, Bowser, dude. Okay. Listen, I'll talk. We can get there later. Don't worry. Okay. I promise. I'll have you talk. How about I'll invite you to the collab. Okay, Bowser, I'll have you talk about. Okay. We get to the next one, which is Honey Hive 2? What? They made a sequel? It's like, if Paul Blart could get a sequel, then surely Gold Leaf could? I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Can I be really honest with you for a second? Honey Hive was good, but did it really need a sequel? You know, it feels like it's like Joker. Did the Joker really need a sequel? And then you watch it and you're like, no, it didn't really need a sequel. So does it do enough to win me over, though? Let's find out. The first one is Star Bunnies on the Hunt. Oh, man. Gold Leaf is a perfect sequel. Plagiarism is not a joke. Oh boy. One thing that I think you can say is that Mario is the Mario game design as a whole. As I mentioned before, it tends to be a bit roller coaster. They'll show you a gimmick, you'll have a bit of fun with it, but before you can truly sink into its teeth, it's gone, right? So when I see that Honey Hive essentially has a sequel where you get to explore B Mario a bit more, even though B Mario is not one of my favorite power-ups, it's generally quite intriguing. So does this Galaxy make good use of what it could go for with B Mario and all that jazz? I think the first star does a decent enough job. You're hunting for star chips. I think most of it is just hunting for star chips, really. You get this open area, which is quite decent, I suppose. And then you end up going to, what's the next area? This next area, oh, it ends with a Star Bunny chase? Wait, is it just that and that's it? Star chase? Oh shit! So just you hunt some star chips, then you hunt a star bunny. So overall, I think the first one is just kind of, it's all right. I actually like this one quite a bit because at first you initially have a hard time chasing them, and then you'll find that big button. Oh, he's not going to hit it yet. Is he gonna get him? Is he gonna get him? You're not gonna get. You have to hit the button, brother. You have to hit the button. Is he gonna? No, that's not. No, you weren't supposed to do. Now you just dropped your star bits. The bunny's laughing at you, brother. Okay, yeah, drop your, so you can finally, do your long jumps and stuff, because you can't long jump with B Mario. You figure that out. Okay. Come on, you got this. You have to hit the button. You have to hit the button. You have to hit the button. Because one of the things I like about this one is that you'll find out that the chasing the bunny is actually quite difficult when there's nothing to distract him. So you find the button. I love this footage so much. So you find the button and it raises up walls that oh, he's trying to knock him with that, isn't it? This isn't my gameplay. Let's say how long is it going to be, gamers? How long is it going to be? Is he going to figure? Go for the button, brother. Go for the button. See, look, he's even leading you around there. You see? There it is. Oh, now we figured it out. So now with the walls up, the bunny doesn't quite know where to go all the time. So he ends up crashing into some of the walls, which gives you a nice chance to catch him. And of course, since the button is on a timer as well, it's, oh, look, he crashed into that wall there. You see that? Hey, it's quite neat. So it's quite a neat bunny chase in the end. Does this star do anything particular to be memorable? Not particularly. But I would say it's a decent enough star. If the other stars can continue the momentum, then we might be cooking with gas here. We might be. And I don't know, gamers. I sure hope that this next Galaxy features one of my favorite enemies in the entire Mario series. Easily top 5. But there's no way they'd bring the Cataquax back from Beach Bog. Oh my god, they brought the cat back quite a bit. Yes! I love the Cataquax. Give me more Cataquax. Yeah, gamers, I'm going to be honest. This one just comes down to, it has Cataquax, there for. As I've said before, I think this is just I love the kinds of enemies where they're kind of threatening in a non-lethal kind of way, right? I love those kinds of enemies. I think every game needs at least one or two of those enemies. Minecraft has those like mini slimes where if it's a big slime will do damage, but those mini slimes, you can kind of keep them as pets. You're like, oh hey, little munchkin, you know? That's how I feel about the Catquacks. They're trying to kill you. They're doing their best to kill you. You're just like, oh, how you doing, little fella? How you doing, little fella? So having Catquacks be the main object of progression here is quite nice. I quite like them. You use them to fling up so you can get some extra height with B Mario 2. Come on now, you can't go wrong, gamers. You can't go wrong with this one. You really can't. You use it to traverse planets as well. Using the traverse planets, you just can't go wrong. And then, I like this bit here. Again, it's doing the thing that the Beach Ball Hidden Star did, where you have to lead them to certain areas to continue your forward progress. Come on now. Listen, I'm the Catquacks #1 fan. If you told me I could press a button to delete Mario Sunshine from the Mario timeline, I wouldn't do it. Even though I'm Sunshine's biggest mediumist hater, because that means the existence of Catquacks would be no more. And I certainly wouldn't want that. I really, really, really wouldn't. Because I like them oh so dearly, Charlie. I really, really do. And it just flips. This planet here, oh my god, this planet here, I call this, I think in my notes I call this one the nonsense planet, because there's burrows, there's Catquacks, there's Octo. This planet has a little bit of everything. Oh my gosh. But then of course you end up flinging into bee mushrooms so you can ascend the flowers. Again, it's got the Jenga tower. Again, I think this one has a little bit of everything. It uses Catquacks in a clever way to help you keep your forward progress. And it does so. Oh, hang on. Oh boy, this poor guy. Is he the only guy that's ever been hit by that little bug? This poor guy, honestly. But yeah, I quite like this one. It's just got Catquacks. Everybody on this chat. The Catquacks are charming enough on their own, where this level was always going to be fun for me. I'm going to be honest. The fact that they happen to use them for some pretty cool design set pieces is plays second fiddle, if you ask me. But one star I really like on its design capabilities is this last one. When it rains, it pours. One aspect of B Mario that wasn't really explored as well in Honey Hive, which is why I like the fact that there's a sequel, is the fact that when he gets hit with water, you end up losing the power-up, which I think is a unique way to lose a power-up. So this Galaxy kind of explores that a bit more with some platforming chops as well. So you have these clouds that end up raining on you. You can stand on top of them, as you can with B Mario, I think if you're regular Mario, I don't think you can stand on top of them. They just end up disappearing. So you end up, and it also shows you the conceit of this gimmick as well, in that if you step on the flower, if you haven't learned already, if you step on the flower while being normal Mario, you end up falling, which is a nice way to teach you before you get into the later parts of this galaxy. So I don't think this star in particular does anything mind-bending, but again, it expands on the rainy gimmick of this power-up to kind of create an interesting platforming challenge. It brings back the Mandabugs as well. Yeah, I think if you just play this yourself, you'll realize that it was just a decently fun platforming challenge all around. Which caps off with a decent boss, I would say. This boss here. Hang on. When I say decent boss, I mean in terms of it's designed quite cleverly, if you ask me. One thing I think there's two schools of thoughts when it comes to bosses, right? One is the kind of, I would say the Lord Friedrich kind of approach, in that the boss has a very small window to attack him, so you got to survive the longevity of the fight in order to make sure you can make that hit count. And there's the other kind of philosophy to boss design where they're difficult in and of themselves, but they also if you're a master, you have enough opportunities to, skip sections or skip cycles to be able to do a bit of early damage to beat the boss early. I think this one falls into the latter camp as well, in that if you still have your B Mario power-up, I don't think this guy even knows, I'll show my own footage, but if you still have your B Mario power-up, you can ignore what the game intends for you to do, which is hit this block and raise the platform so you can reach him, and you just fly straight to him. It is a lot harder than it sounds, especially when he's on his third hit, because he does fire those cannonballs pretty fast, and you will lose your power up because it's water bubbles instead. So I do think it's designed in a way which I quite like it. As a normal fight, I think it works quite well, but I think as a showcase of if you're good enough to keep your power, you can end up skipping bits of the fight. And even as normal, you don't do platforms. Oh, you don't? Oh shit, you can probably just triple jump. That's pretty neat as well, actually. But yeah, I quite like this. This guy's having a lot of difficulty. But I quite like this fight. I think this fight, it caps off on a pretty decent boss fight, I would say. So all in all, just a really fun level, I would say. It's a really, really fun level. So I think each of the stars in Gold Leaf end up getting better and better, I think, as they progress. So what about the pranksters, though? Do the pranksters keep up the momentum, gamers? I wonder if there's a Cosmic Mario. Oh my god, there's a Cosmic Mario race. As I've said, you just can't go wrong with a Cosmic Mario race. Are they the peakest of game design? No, I just like racing things. And I'm a bit of a racer, I would say. I like races. My favorite kind of race? The London Marathon. I'm a big fan of that one. Especially when I'm going to work and the entirety of Tower Bridge is blocked off, so I have to go way around. That's my favorite bit about the London Marathon. But all in all, Cosmic Mario. Yeah, I love Cosmic Mario here, Cosmic Mario. And I really like Cosmic Mario. So this one works for me. But what about the other one, though? The purple coins in the Woods Gamers. Is this one of the good purple coins? Or is this one of the bad purple coins? Make your predictions, gamers. Is this going to be one of the GOATs? As for whether it's goated or noted, I would say it's... I'm kind of torn with this one because it has some of the markings of a purple coin level I like, but it doesn't quite hit the highs of those other levels. As you guys are going to see right from the beginning, it does the thing I love to see gamers. Have a look, hang on, and pause. Oh, we have a timer. Urgency. Let's fucking go. But see, whereas with the other ones, the timer's kind of the urgency of the timer is also compounded with a unique kind of game set piece. In Gusty Garden, it was you're stuck in a hedge maze and you kind of have to collect all the coins, but also be cognizant of where you are, so that when you have to go to the beginning, you know where you are, and there's a bit of jeopardy in that. With a Space Junk, there's these platforms where they kind of spawn really close to when you're next to them, so you have to be a bit cautious with the approach while also taking time. In Ghosty Galaxy, it's the pool stars and the mechanics of pulling around, making sure you can maneuver around the pool stars while also avoiding the mines, etc., etc. But with this one, it's just a regular platforming challenge, which is really, really linear. So is it not, while it doesn't fall for the frustrating trappings of other purple coin levels, it also doesn't quite hit the same highs neither. It's just a regular platforming challenge, which is cool. Like, it's not bad, but it also doesn't hit the same creative highs as the other ones do. One thing I do think is quite nice, though, is that as you progress up and up and up, there are bees that will tell you how many coins you should have, which lowers the frustration factor. I think this guy will tell you right here. Oh, he doesn't even walk near him. This guy's just ignoring that. He just doesn't want to talk to anyone, does he? This guy's antisocial. But yeah, and also the time bank they give you isn't really so fine where it causes you to have to be really, really quick. I think they give you a generous enough time bank. So even the time can't be a factor in the enjoyment of this one, because I think the couple of times I played this, I think I was left with like 30-ish seconds. Let's see how long this guy had left. Yeah, he had about, also, oh shit, he's about to run out of time. Fuck. He only had about 10 seconds left. Hang on. Is he even going to get into? I mean, I imagine he does. Otherwise he wouldn't upload this. Oh, he's cutting it close, games. He's cutting it close. He's cutting it last minute. My goat did it with 3 seconds to spare. Get in. This guy's cutting it real close. He likes to do it in one clean sequence, he does. But yeah, overall, that one's just kind of good-ish, and that's kind of it, which is a shame, because like I said, the other ones really hit those high highs, but this one's just kind of, yeah, it's good. So, all in all, you have a decent initial set of 3 stars, a Cosmic Mario race that you can't go wrong with. But what about the big bell on the big tree? Is this a nice hidden star, I would say? I would say this definitely falls into the camp of, I would say, a decent secret, if you ask me. So when you get to that, I think this is the Cataquack mission, isn't it? So obviously, initially, when you do the Cataquack mission, you're focused on the Cataquacks, and you don't really get to explore this level that much. So obviously, that naturally intrigues you into exploring this entire area. And if you do, you end up finding this bubble, which leads to a bell, which you can collect the notes in order to collect the hidden star. So as a secret, I think it's decently well hidden. And when you're actually doing it yourself, I think it's quite interesting. You got to use the bubble Mario, which ends up, you have to kind of adjust you see this? You got to go fast enough so you don't end up missing all the music notes, but you got to, it's quite fun. It's quite fun. It's quite fun to find, and it's, go back, no, don't mess up. Come on, you can do this. You can do this, go on. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hey, did it. So, all in all, I'd say this is it's not the peakest of secrets, but it's definitely one of the good ones for sure. So you have a decent set of 3 stars, 2 prankster comets, which one is great because it's cosmic, the other's okay-ish, and a decently fun hidden star. So all in all, I think this is a good time, but doesn't quite hit the highest of highs, I would say. So I'd also put it slightly above Gold Leaf, if you ask me. Again, it doesn't hit any exceptional highs for me, but I'd put it in B. I like the fact that they expanded on the B Mario power up a bit more, and they gave another Galaxy to really give it its time to shine. I really, really like that. But I think in terms of it pure design, they didn't really hit those same highs that I'm looking for, especially in a later game Galaxy where you could get a bit more harder, a bit more intricate. I was hoping for a bit more out of Gold Leaf, but still solid. Still solid. I'm enjoying my time here for sure. What do you guys think? I've had a funny glitch with the start of 3 All-Stars where the first note kept playing until the mission ended. Hell yeah. We love the 3D All-Stars, isn't it? It's definitely not cobbled together. A B for bootleg B? Oh, that's mean. That is so mean. I can't believe you would say that. A for me. I really like Honey Hive and Gold Leaf for some reason. It's autumn. Was it Frying Pan Sun that said it's autumn, therefore? The Maple Treeway version? Oh my gosh. Now I have to put it in. Now I have to put it in an A tier, guys. I have to put it in A tier now. You guys forced my hand. Now I heard Maple Treeway. Therefore, has it got the Jackbox bridge? Has it got the Jackbox bridge? Get out of here. A for autumn also works. That is true. But I'll leave it be. I'll leave it there. So what comes after? Let me make sure I get all my ducks in a row here. So after that we get, oh shit. Oh my god. Oh no. So once we're done going to Honey Hive 2, Electric Boogaloo, it's another beach episode. You're gonna bring back themes and you give me another beach themed level? Brother, this should be a slam fucking dunk. Does Sea Slide slide into my DMs? Oh lord. Oh loudy loud. Where are you, Sea Slide? Where's the footage? S Sea Slide. Hey yo, what do you guys think of Sea Slide? Chat? What do you think? Is it one of the good ones? Is it one of the shit ones? Ew, Sea Shite? Well, I hate this one. Worse than Dusty Dune. But guys, it's a beach level. It has to be good. So let's start with going after Guppy, right? Little Gup. We're gonna go after little Gup gamers. Yes! Alright, so surely this one's fun, right? Surely this one isn't just you swimming in a loop and calling it a day. Right? There's no way they would make the opening Galaxy in the engine room just another extended swimming tutorial. Huh. It kind of looks like another extended swimming tutorial. Okay, wait, surely, hang on. Surely faster than a speeding penguin. Surely this one's fun as well. Sure, you got to rate. Hey, now that Guppy's gone, the penguins can have the galaxy to themselves. Surely it's fun, right? And it's not just swim in a shell and you can beat them relatively easily. Guys, I don't feel so good, chat. I don't feel. It's supposed to be a beach. We're supposed to be having fun. What? Okay, but sure. Okay. What? Next one. Come on. Okay, we had 2 flops. The Silver Stars of Sea Slide. Surely this wouldn't be a slow, tedious romp using a slow power up, right? So you have to use B Mario to climb up the trees. And then I can't even. You barely get enough time to. Oh, okay, guys. In this one's defense, right? Guppy's actually here, and he's on the other side of Sea Slide to let you know that there's none there. So at least the Galaxy's smart, nice. The star's nice enough to let you know that there's none on the other side, and you just got to explore this area. Yeah. I don't know what to say, gamers. We've had 2 tutorials and one that's slow as molasses. Guys, come on, hang on. Oh, hang on. I just saw gamers. Underwater cosmic. You can't go wrong with the guy. Come on, Cosmic Mario. We're back, guys. We're back. Surely. And it's Cosmic Mario, therefore. I actually really like this one. I think this race is pretty solid. I think the Cosmic Luigi one is a lot more fun as well. This was actually quite tough as well because he doesn't end up... Because in other Galaxies, you'll notice he purposely slows down to let you get the lead. But in this one, he doesn't really do it that often. So you have to be decently good at shell swimming on this one. Decently good. Not anything crazy, but definitely decently good. So I'll give it this. It's a good Cosmic Mario race. It's good. What about the purple coin mission? Surely it's one of the good purple. We've had a bunch of good purple coin missions. Surely this isn't a no time limit exploration-based one, right? Surely this isn't the worst one to ever do it, because you slowly have to fly across the... Good Lord, have mercy on my soul. I just want to ask you, Albert, what are you smoking? And where can I get some? Because I think it's safe to say this is easily the... I would happily say the reason the purple coins have the horrid reputation they do is solely because of this star. This star encapsulates everything wrong with the exploration-based purple coin missions. There's a bunch of them because like the one thing you don't want them to do is you don't want them to be scattered around quite randomly so that you could easily miss one, right? Because there's nothing more frustrating than 90 out of 100 or 99 out of 100 and you have to go around in a whole loop just looking for one needle in a haystack. There is nothing more frustrating than that, right? Absolutely not. And not only that, you have B Mario, which I kind of like B Mario, but look how it's just so slow. You have to jump across all of these clouds so slowly, and it's like if they mixed up the B Mario gaming with like other forms of gaming, it would have been quite neat. You know, like you have B Mario up above, you shell swim down below, but it's Sea Slide Galaxy, which is a loop of water, and yet I don't think there's any purple coins in the water. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this, honestly? It's like the worst aspects of purple coins with the worst aspects of B Mario all rolled into one. And remember, gamers, if you end up touching the water once, you have to hope that you find a B Mario mushroom somewhere, because none of them are conveniently placed for you as well. I don't think you guys have acknowledged that. If you touch the water at any point, you have to go all the way back and get another B Mario suit so you can do all this shit again. Who's defending this? I'll be honest. Who is defending this star? Is he the worst star of all the Mario? This is the worst, single-handedly probably the worst mission in all of 3D Mario. I would be confident and stand on business and say that. I am. You're not real, one Pyro Noob. There's a reason why you're called Noob, brother. There's a reason you're called Noob. Because you're not a pro like me. If this was Minecraft parkour, you would be the one that died early. That's what you would be, brother. You're actually washed. You're finished. You're done. Just like this fucking star. Surely the hidden one, chat. Surely the hidden one can save it. Surely. It's not just going to be a hungry Luma, right? Which I don't mind the hungry Lumas, but it doesn't really make for an interesting secret, you know? You find the hungry Luma and you're like, oh, okay, let me just get some star bits and come back to you, you know? It doesn't even have that factor of you had to have collected a certain amount before finding him, so you're going to have to find out how do you get as many star bits as you can before you find him. This is just, you find him, and then you just roll around until you have enough star bits, and then you go back to him. Hardly very interesting. What about the planet it spawns, though? Surely the planet it spawns has got to be fun. Didn't we see this shit somewhere else? I feel like there was another mission where we saw exactly this. I don't remember which one, but I feel like there was another mission where we saw exactly this same planet layout. And I'm just like, oh, it's this one again. So, does anyone... Oh, this is Hurry Scurry Galaxy? Oh, okay, so they literally did do it before. Does anyone get that feeling of deja vu? So you have, what? 2 glorified tutorials. I remember, we're in the engine room, so you're not getting away with being tutorials. You have easily the worst purple coin mission ever made, to the point where I definitely believe this is the only reason why purple coin missions have a bad rap. You have a hidden star that isn't very hidden, nor is it particularly fun, and it's just one that you've played before. And the silver stars end up being a slow, boring romp across the galaxy. So I don't feel like you guys are going to fight me too much, unless your name is that one Pyro Noob, in which case, get bent, nerd. I'm just going to leave this here, please, and I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on with my life, because there was nothing more disappointing, chat, than playing Sea Slide Galaxy. Let me do it again. There was nothing more disappointing than playing Seaside Galaxy, going, okay, let's analyze this. Everyone gives this one a bad rap. Let's see if we can make it good. And nothing about it is good in the slightest. You have a cosmic Mario race and a hidden star that was just Hurry Scurry Galaxy again. Those are your 2 high points. And that's it. So, I'm okay, thank you. My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined. I'm gonna need something to play with, gamers. I'm gonna need some toys. You're gonna take me to Toys R Us. That's shut down. You have to take me to Block. That's also gone. Where do you guys buy toys now? You're gonna have to take me to the toy shop. You have to take me to Build-A-Bear. Because it's toy time, gamers. It's toy time. Surely toy time can't be worse than what the fuck we just played. Surely the toys are gonna be in the house. Surely Santa Claus put us on the nice list and gave us plenty of cool toys to play with, right? What about, so he gave us this really cool heavy metal Mecha Bowser to play with. Is it one of the cool toys on campus? Is it fair to say that a lot of the stars in this galaxy don't really do anything like insane to really be memorable, if you ask me, other than one that we'll talk about in a second. But a lot of the standard fare when it comes to this just ends up being really, really, really fun. So the Mecha Bowser fight, which is the final fight, we'll talk about that when we talk about it. But overall, it's kind of neat. It does the whole gravity thing. It does the whole gravity thing that what was that? Gravity Scramble. Is it Gusty? I think it was Gusty Garden. It does the whole gravity thing that Gusty Garden did, but kind of expands on it a bit more with some decent bit of level design. I quite like this bit. But then you get Spring Mario. Now, I'll be real with you, chat. I went into this wanting to hate Spring Mario, and while I still do think that it's a bad power-up, I don't think it was utilized the worst here. I think they utilized it to a decent enough degree here where I wasn't having a miserable time. This conveyor belt section with the laser guy was a bit annoying, I'll be honest. But overall, I wasn't hating Spring Mario here. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think it's because it's well designed. I think it's just because I'm so used to its bullshit where I'm just numb to it at this point. I've kind of reached the homeostasis of anger when it comes to Spring Mario. And as a result, I may be able to appreciate a bit more than I used to, because as I said, I think I've even mentioned this before, going vertical with Spring Mario is actually quite fun. It's just when you have to go horizontal and the game demands a bit too much of you, that's when it's annoying. Like that conveyor belt section with the laser fucker, that shit's annoying. Don't do that. Have sections where I need to yump up, you know, like that. Yumping up into the jar. Oh boy. Why was Mario in a jar? But either way, once we're out of the jar, we get to Mecha Bowser, who I'm presuming is the one that put us in the jar in the first place. I think overall this bit is quite fun, eh? You end up, it's like kind of a pseudo boss fight, you know? You end up having to de-mechify this Bowser, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's decently fun, right? You end up having to unscrew it loose, screw it down in certain places. It ends up being quite a bit of fun, if you ask me. So all in all, I don't think this Toy Time Galaxy star does anything mind-blowing, but it has a bunch of cool set pieces and a bunch of cool ideas. So I'm just like, do you know what? Toy Time? I'm intrigued. I'm very, very, very intrigued. So how about hang on, also, I like the fact that when you beat the Mecha Bowser, I don't know how to show you this. You end up chatting with these poor... As a kid, I don't know about you. I hope there's at least one person. But the fact that these three were kind of close to each other and this one was all the way back here, as a kid, I made up a story that this guy was like the Jerry of the group, you know? Like, no one wants to hang out with Jerry, you know? Even though they were all like kind of like under siege and they all got fucking kidnapped by the Mecha Bowser, no one likes Jerry still. He's just kind of there. No one wanted to hang out with him. I always thought that was kind of funny that this guy's over here. You almost wonder what he did, honestly. You almost wonder what he did. Bro thinks he's on the team. He's definitely not on the team, that's for sure. Well, I just don't know why they placed him so far back. It's really weird, isn't it? And I think if you go up to him, he doesn't really even say anything that interesting as well. So I always thought that was a bit funny. But what about Mario? Do you like Mario, guys? What about Mario meeting Mario? Is there something... Oh, are we getting some big brain ideas now? Ooh, Mario meeting Mario. Oh, boy. Again... It does the same thing that Toy Time is pretty known for. Again, is there a singular set piece in this level that really wins me over? Not particularly, but it's just solid, fun platforming challenges. But I think the ending bit is quite neat when you end up going to Mario. Oh my god, Mario! We meet Mario meets Mario. I think this is kind of fun, gamers. I sure hope they expand on this with Mario's brother and make it a lot more tough. I sure hope they do that at some point. But having the green bits be platforms that fall off, having the red bits be lava, and having the yellow bits be these spinner platforms that, while you can stand on them multiple times, ends up being a lot risky. I think it's a very fun final bit to end the Galaxy on. I think that's what Toy Time has done very well. Like, it has these really cool platforming set pieces, but then ends on a finale bit that leaves a bit more of a memorable tone to it, you know? First you had the Mecha Bowser, now you have the Mario set piece. Toy Time is, all in all, it's kind of got it, games. It's got that hotness about it. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of got that hotness about it. But what about bouncing down Cake Lane? Oh, how very delightful. We're gonna go to the delightful cake from down the lane. Of course, you start with a train every time. I think Captain Toad's having a lot of fun with this train. But then you end up having Spring Mario. Oh boy, more Spring Mario games, more Spring Mario. But again, I think this Galaxy kind of used him in an interesting enough way. I didn't really mind Spring Mario here. I didn't mind him. Was he the best thing ever made? No. And also, I love the various amount of cakes they had in this Galaxy. This lemon cake. Well, the cakes. A nice little slice of lemon cake here. Whereas, a chocolate cake, a little bit of vanilla cake. Which cake would be your cake? Oh, that lemon cake kind of looking zesty though. I like a lemon cake. It's got that lemony zest to it. Oh, is it orange? It's actually more orange actually. It's more of an orange cake. I've never had an orange cake before. Have you guys had an orange cake before? Oh my god. How strange is this? Oh, and the next one, though. Oh, we get these. Oh, I actually really like this set piece with the ice cream. You go to an ice cream section where you can wall jump to the top of the ice cream or the popsicle sticks, or you can climb along them. I always wall jumps, so I've never actually taken the bottom path before. But I quite like that you can choose your path here, you know, going along these lollipops. And also has this ice section where you can skate along quite nicely. Again, Toy Time has a bunch of really cool small little moments where I'm like, that's actually just kind of neat. It's just really, really kind of neat. And the boss at the end, hey, I wonder if they're going to have a memorable final area to finish this area on. I wonder if they're going to do that yet again. And it finishes off with, firstly, this bit, we have to blow out the candles on the cake. It really does feel like you're bouncing down Cake Lane. I really, really like this bit too. But then you end up with the final fight with another Monty Tanker guy. Oh, shit. Oh, no. But you can't reach him, so you need Spring Mario to reach him. Again, when you use Spring Mario in a vertical setting, it ends up being quite fun and a compelling fight. But also, since his electric balls move quite slow, it's not really a threat to normal Mario, but to Spring Mario, it ends up moving just slow enough or just fast enough, should I say, where it still ends up being a bit of a threat to you. But overall, I think a decently fun fight to end on. I quite like it. Oh, overrated boss? Brother, who's overrating the electric shooty Monty Tank guy in Toy Time Galaxy? I can't really say I've ever had anyone speak about the electric shooty Monty guy in Toy Time. I can't really say so, if I'm being honest. So I would say he's correctly rated in that he's just kind of okay. He's just kind of solid. It's a solid note to end on. So far, hang on. So far, we've had like 3 really solid Galaxies with some cool set pieces and then a good finale to end it on. I wonder if the other Galaxies are going to... I wonder if the other stars are going to keep up the momentum. Are they, guys? Or are they going to ruin Toy Time's legacy forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? The first one is... firstly, let's go to the hidden one. So I think there's a section where you end up finding a Hungry Luma. Hungry Luma ones... again, they tend not to be my favorite kind of secrets a lot of the time because, as I've mentioned... You find the hidden Luma, and then you could just kind of explore the area for starters and then come back. I like it if they were to do a bit... there's someone that they do a bit more interesting things with, but this is not really particularly one of them. But once you end up doing so, you end up going to the Cyclone Stone Planet Mark II. Oh boy. But this time, you end up flipping switches. Oh boy. Decent enough platforming challenge. I guess it feels more in place here than it does in Beach Bowl. If I'm being honest. Hello, Biff. How you doing? But it's all right. It's just kind of neat. I feel the same way about the other version of this one, which is the Fast Foe version. It's just kind of neat. You know? Yeah, it's all right. I think it's solid. But I think where the Prankster comments definitely shine is probably one of my favorite stars in the entire game. And gamers, could you believe it? It's a fucking purple coin mission. One of the best stars in this entire game is a purple coin mission. How have they done that? So instead of meeting Mario, you go to the other side where you meet Luigi Mario. And Luigi Mario isn't really fucking around. The lava that you had on Mario is now, I think it's dark matter, so it ends up just like completely killing you instantly if you touch it, which I think which might sound very harsh actually, but I think it makes perfect use of the fact that, if you guys don't remember, the purple coin missions are post-game. You can never play any of these missions before you've beaten the main game. Someone who's beaten the main game of Mario Galaxy is experienced enough where a tough platforming challenge like this isn't so out of place. And of course, it does the other things I really love in a purple coin mission, in that there's a timer for agency, and they give you more purple coins in the level than you need to actually collect. Combine that with the green platforms that disappear as soon as you touch them, the yellow spinner platforms as well, and the dark matter Luigi green area that will just kill you instantly, and you have a decently fun challenge to collect as many coins as you can, while also avoiding death, because of course once you collect all the coins, you have to go all the way back as well. So it's not a simple case of stepping on platforms in order to get the purple coins. You also have to step on them in such a way where you don't end up stopping your path back to the star. Fantastic, absolutely fantastically well designed, and I have so much fun playing this one. And I think they make very good use of the fact that you, the player, are not going to want to step on a lot of green things, and I'll show you exactly how they do that. If we go back here, I will show you this. They have these pockets of purple coins. I think it's a group of 5 just off the edge there. So if you've mastered the art of jumping and spinning back, which isn't as easy to do than it looks, especially if you're under the cosh, you're on a timer. Or do you want to risk it for those 5 coins? It's 5 extra coins in the bank. That's potentially 5 less platforms you have to step on. But you have to risk death, which is something that someone a little bit more cautious might not want to risk, but it ends up being a wonderful reward too. So end up toying with you the fact that you're going to want to make sure you step on. It ends up getting 3 at least, but getting all 5 is a lot trickier than it looks. It really is. And then being generous enough to give you a life to go for, so you can replay this one without having a game over. Honestly, design-wise, this one's just fantastic. To play on, I have so much fun doing this. I absolutely adore it. I absolutely adore Luigi's purple coins, and I will happily play this one every single time. So as far as I'm concerned, while the hidden coin mission and the fast foe one might not be anything to write home about if you ask me personally, the standard 3 stars that you get end up being really fun platforming challenges with a cool set piece at the end, and you have easily the best purple coin mission. Toy Time definitely earns its stripes. It certainly does. And as I said, I think the 2 stars being not as good definitely lowers the average a bit, so it won't be hitting the big time here, but I will 100% put it in A+. I absolutely adore playing this one. I think I was going to put it in A, but Luigi's purple coins being so good on its own, I think bumps it up to an A+. I think the 2 stars, if you have a Galaxy where 2 stars are a bit forgettable-ish to me, I don't think you can be S tier if there's 2 of those. So I don't think it makes it to S, but easily A+. Easily A+ for sure. Spring Mario bumps up to S. You think so? I think if anything, it stops it from being S, if you ask me. Fuck Spring Mario. I am Spring Mario's biggest op, and I forever, ever will be. But after that, we get into the garden gamers, where you get into the post-game here. So this is where they can really give you those game design chops that you've been looking for. All the babies have gone to bed. They're over there playing their Temple Run. They're playing their Angry Birds or whatever else was out in 2007. We're in the dark, gamers. What you know about rolling in the deep dark? When the brain gets dark, you can call it deep dark. We get to Deep Dark Galaxy. Oh boy, Deep Dark Galaxy, huh? What do you think of Deep Dark Galaxy gamers? In fact, when I replayed Deep Dark Galaxy, I actually didn't know what to think about this galaxy at all. If there was an entire galaxy that I genuinely just forgot existed, it was Deep Dark Galaxy. But was I so wrong for that? Or was I kind of right for that? Let's find out by having a look at the first one, which is the Underground Ghost Ship. Ooh. One thing I really do like about this galaxy is that the beginning area is actually quite a bit of fun, because if you guys see, there's a cannon right there, which if you decide to go for it, there's a fun opening set piece as well, where there's a Rainbow Mario star and a bunch of those Octoroombas on one planet. So you end up putting 2 and 2 together, and you're like, oh, well, he just about misses, unfortunately. Does he go back for it again? Oh, he doesn't go back for it again. But you end up putting 2 and 2 together, and you're just like, whoa, okay, kind of fun. We have to use Fire Mario to open the gates here to open up the rest of the galaxy proper. But then you end up exploring underground. Oh, boy. Exploring underground for the Underground Ghost Ship. A brief swimming section here to not be It's not really that bad. I think you can find a shell earlier as well. I don't know if you can actually. But you end up swimming a bunch. A couple of, oh boy. I've never actually hit that jellyfish before, so I don't know what it looked like. But yeah, after a bit of swimming, which swimming isn't really that fun in this game, so it ends up being a part of the mission, which is a bit forgettable. But you find the ghost ship at hand, and then, oh boy, this guy's having a bit of difficulty here. But you end up finding her again. You scared Camilla off. You attacked her airship armada. She was disavowed by Bowser, and she wants her revenge in yet another Camilla fight. I think this one just expands on the initial fight by being a bit more tougher. Initially, it starts off as simple as it always was. She ends up throwing fireballs, throwing up shells for you to conveniently attack her. But one thing I really like about this fight is that there's a phase 2. She gets a phase 2, where you fight on a smaller platform. And she calls upon the minions too. And this bit ends up being, well, the fight, well, it's a Mario boss, so it's not particularly hard. But this bit ends up genuinely getting chock-a-block points, because with the comics throwing out fucking, or the Magic Cubers, should I say, with the Magic Cubers throwing out fireballs, especially with Camilla being able to throw 3 at once sometimes the entire platform could be lit up with fireballs. So you kind of have to be a bit careful here. It's not as free as it looks, which... Man, I wonder if they have a Daredevil. I think this would be perfect for a Daredevil comet. I wonder if they have a Daredevil comet here. Oh my god, guys. They have a Daredevil comet here. As I said, one of the things you want in a Daredevil comet is for the initial fight to have enough jeopardy where having to do it one hit is quite a tough choice. And with Camilla's case, it definitely is, especially as I said, the upper section here. Ends up being a decently fun challenge, I would say. So, Camilla, you end up getting the seal of approval when it comes to Daredevil comets, that's for sure. But let's quickly go back to the standard 3-star show with Bubble Blast-Off. Let's go to Bubble Blast-Off. Now, my problem with Bubble Blast-Off is that, so obviously the conceit is there's bubbles. Shocking, right? Shocking stuff. But the thing with the bubbles are, they're not really as interesting as the game makes them out to be. I mean, I guess it's, as you guys will see, there's some decently fun-ish platforming here, but the whole conceit of Bubble Blast-Off is that you have to use bubbles to get to different areas, but they instead just end up being glorified launch stars. So as you guys can see here, I mean, they do a decent bit of timing-based things here. But later on towards the level, they just end up being glorified launch stars. Look, you see this bit here, you end up having to jump up and you launch to a different planet, which is kind of a neat set piece, I suppose, but that's just kind of it, you know? It's just kind of it. And I think you end up having to do it here again. You end up having to hit these things to activate the... Oh, well, the Cheep Cheeps are trying to attack you. But you end up hitting these stumps to activate the bubble blower, and you just blow to a different planet again. So, yeah, as I said, it just ends up being a glorified launch star, really. I mean, it's okay, I suppose, but for a post-game Galaxy where they could get really interesting and intricate, they don't really exactly do the best job here, you know? If you want to ask me, it's like... So okay. And then you have this bit here where you have to hit the tennis balls into the watermelon while there's pulses coming after you. I don't know, did they get... I feel like one of the devs just asked their son what would be funny to come up with, and they were like, oh, let's use tennis balls to hit a watermelon, and then you can get the star. So it's just kind of like... Oh, even he tells you if you end up getting lost. Mr. Nerdy to Mr. Nerd emoji over there ends up telling you, which is yeah, it's nice of him, I suppose. Oh, it was so nice you had to ask him twice. But yeah, it's just kind of an okay ending to a rather forgettable start, if you ask me. I'm not, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's decently tough because you got to watch out for the shockwaves, I suppose. But I'm not exactly going pog crazy for this one. If I'm asking me, I had the mission starts off with a boss fight instead of ending it, and that and all the weird set pieces gives it a special charm to me. You think so? I can't really say so, to be honest. It just ends up being kind of like, well, that was the star of all time. But we find Guppy again. We find a little Gup. Oh yes, we find a little Gup at the bottom of the ocean. And if anything, chat, I'm gonna be honest. I just feel kind of bad for him because we hurried him out of Sea Slide. We find him in Deep Dark, which, if anything, is a galaxy that's perfect for him. It's like deep, it's dark. He gets to be the big shark on campus. Even he's like, you gotta be kidding me. You want to run me out this lake too? You gotta go through all the rings. So yeah, just as before, it ends up being more swimming. I suppose there's a bit more jeopardy with this one in that there's like mines and stuff. There's actually like things trying to stop you this time. But yeah, it's just kind of okay-ish, I guess. Yeah, I'm not particularly being won over. I'm not being particularly like wooed or rizzed up by Deep Dark Galaxy here. Like a lot of the stars are just kind of like strange. It should be strange Dark Galaxy if you ask me. I mean, the Camilla fights were really cool, but I'm not exactly going pog crazy for this galaxy otherwise. What about the purple coins? What about the plunder for the purple coins? Is this going to be one of those good purple coin? We've had so many good purple coin missions. Or is it going to be a slow, no time limit exploration based purple coin mission? It's going to be one of those. I think the frustration factor with this is the fact that unlike with the beach bowl, they don't tell you how many are underwater and how many are above water. I feel like they simply just told you that. I feel like a lot of the frustration with this one could have been alleviated, but a lot of the time you don't know whether you fully explored an area, which ends up just being really annoying. And this one's just really slow. And it has a couple of really annoying ones as well. If we hang on, he'll definitely have it here. But there's one where you have to like long jump off of the top of the ship, which is just a bit. Yeah, this one here. This one all the way at the end here, and I'm just like, it's just one of those annoying ones where if you miss it, you have to go all the way back, and it's like. I thought it's a good coin one. It's exploring, but in a really small area. I like the fact that it's a small enough area where there's no frustration to be had, but it's just not really a fun area to explore, you know? At least with Freezy Peak, I feel like I had a bit of fun with that, you know? Like, there's different levels to the Freezy Peak area, and it feels a bit consistent when you've collected them all, you know? You can start off on the ground floor, you can use the first person to have a look around, see if you've collected them all, then you can upgrade to the second, then the top, then the backside where you can conquer the summit. But this one, there's no real, like, it doesn't really feel like you've collected the purple coins when you have. Like, when you go to the bottom and you collect a bunch of them, and you're like, have I got them all? Did I miss one? Do I go back down there? So then when you have the problem that some of these have, where you end up having 98 out of 100 or 99 out of 100, you end up just going, which area did I not explore? You know, that's the one thing you don't want in a purple coin mission. You don't want it to be, you don't want the coins to be so forgettable in locations where you're like, did I explore this area? Am I 99? Where's the last one? You know, it ends up being annoying. It ends up being really, really annoying. Like, what's it? Gold Leaf had the temerity to tell you how many coins you should have. Beach Ball had the temerity to also tell you how many coins are in a certain area. Without that extra factor to lower the frustration, if you're not already invested in searching an area, it ends up being a bit of a hard sell. With Freeze Flame, I really liked exploring Freeze Flame. So even if the level wasn't really as what's the word I'm looking for? Even if the level wasn't as intricate with its coin placement, or really that user friendly, should I say, with its coin placement, I just liked exploring it a lot. With this one, not only do I not like exploring this area, but I don't even have any like barometers for where I'm going. Like, I don't know how many are down here. I don't know how many are down there. I don't know how many on the ship. If I had like a bit of a bearing as to where I'm going and what I'm doing and where I'm collecting, maybe this one would have been less frustrating. But this one just is one of those ones where I'm just like, whenever I see I've got 100 out of 100, I'm just happy to get out of here. Not actively terrible like Dusty Dunes ones are, but definitely not one that I'm waking up out of bed in the morning for, if I'm being honest. Counterpoint, Sea Slide doesn't require you to find undercoins in the water. You're not winning the Sea Slide war, but I'll be honest with you. This one sucks too, but it doesn't suck the life out of me like Sea Slide. This is not boringly slow. Fuck you and your Sea Slide defense, motherfucker. You're not getting past me, all right? You're in enemy territory here, Boris, okay? That's what you are. So what, you have, what's it? Is that one of them, or is there a hidden one? Oh, there was a hidden one. Where's the hidden one again? Which one is it again? Hang on, let me have a look at it. I don't have the Galaxies written on my... Oh, it's Boo in a Box. That's what it is. My bad. So Boo in a Box, I think if I'm not mistaken, you just explore the underwater area in the first star and you end up finding it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, you end up using... Oh, I think this one is decently well hidden. Like, you find... What's it? So with the underground ghost ship, you end up going down and then taking a right. So, which leaves you to want to explore the area really, really down below. So instead, you end up exploring... When you do end up exploring the area down below, you find a shell, you find a bunch of bombs, you put 2 and 2 together, you end up making a big fun explosion, and I think if you swim just close enough, you can see the glint of a launch star there. So I think as a secret, I think this one's decently good to find. I like this one. It's the first time I'm like going like, hey, what the hell? Deep Dark? You have a little bit of sauce about you? I kind of like this. And as for the level itself, I think Boo in a Box is also quite a fun, small area too. Although I actually didn't... Holy shit. Did you guys know you could do that? Oh my... You could just skip all of this with just a backwards jump? Oh. Well, that's a bit... I didn't even know that. So the whole conceit is that you change gravity to go slowly around and around and around while this boo is chasing you to end up hitting the light source so you can kill the boo and end up getting a star. But you can just do that and call it a day, which I don't know if I should dock points or give it points for that. I didn't know that. But as a puzzle, it's decently fun. But the fact that you can skip it is a little lame, if you ask me. It's a little bit lame. So you have a hidden star that can be easily cheesed. You have 3 stars, which, well, the Camella fight and the Daredevil one is decently fun. Finding little Guppy and the Bubble Blast stuff is just no. And you have a Purple Coin mission that's also just no. So I'm going to be honest, like, Deep Dark is not really winning me over. It's absolutely not winning me over. I don't actively hate it, but I don't actively like it neither. So I think if there was ever a poster child of no strong feelings, Deep Dark is definitely here. It's a Galaxy I played in a video game, and I moved on with my life. And that was kind of it. I certainly hope the next 2 don't have me feeling the exact same way neither. I really hope that's not the case. Dreadnought, you're not going to disappoint me, are you, Dreadnought? You're not going to disappoint me. There's no way there's no way Battle Rock 2 would disappoint me. There's no way that's happening, chat. There's absolutely no chance on planet Earth. And I think it's safe to say they get off to a decently good start. If I can find Dreadnought, there's Dreadnought. Where is it? Infiltrating the Dreadnought, I think, is the first one. Yeah, so once we're done getting deep and dark with it, we end up actually getting Dreadnought with it. Or should I say Battle Rock Galaxy 2 with the Dreadnought Galaxy. Does this one do everything that Battle Rock does, but turns up to 11? Maybe it does. So when we come to infiltrate, I think this is one of those ones where I think just like with Toy Time, a lot of the level is just really, really fun to play. With Toy Time, though, you also had the added benefit of there just being a really good finale set piece. With Dreadnought, though, I don't necessarily know if it has any super good finale set pieces, at least not that I can remember, at least not that I noted down. But the levels here are just really, really fun. I'm going to be honest, like they really take into account the fact that this is a post-game Galaxy, so they can really turn up the difficulty a bit. You know, I really quite like that. As you can see with even the opening section, it's not exactly a cakewalk, I'll be honest with you. And then you have, then you have these, I'll be honest, chat, as a kid, for the longest time, I didn't know how to kill these guys. I know you're supposed to spin them, but I didn't know you had to just jump on them after they're vulnerable. I was a bit of an idiot, and I didn't figure that out. It took me a painfully long amount of time to figure out they had to step on them after spinning them, because I forgot that jumping on enemies was a thing. I just used to spin everything. But once you do, you get a decently fun 2D section here. Honestly, again, is there anything particularly of note in this? Not really, but you get to do some cool wall jumping here. Kind of neat, if you ask me. On a timer as well, so you got to be quite quick with it too. Again, it does that Mario. I think this is like the epitome of Mario Galaxy. Do you know, as I said, that Mario Galaxy does really small planet-based challenges a lot? I think Dreadnought really fits that vibe absolutely to a T. It has some really fun, small platforming challenges for you to do. And they vary up enough, especially since we're in the late game now, they vary up enough where I don't think at any point in this level I was actively bored. Again, you have to use this spring to avoid the cannonballs here. Decently fun. You use it to avoid some spikes down below. Again, a bit of fun. With this one, again, I really like this section too. You're being harassed by bombs, but you also have to use the topman spin to ascend higher and higher and higher. And as you ascend, the platforms get smaller and smaller and smaller, which enables the topman to be able to knock you off easier and easier. You see? So again, it's just, is there anything crazy to make note of here? Not particularly. It's just really fun. Look, again, he got knocked off. You see that? So this is one instance where the topmen are actually being used really effectively. As I said before in Battle Rock, they weren't really used as effectively as I'd like, but now they know that you're in the post game, they can turn up the heat a tiny bit, and it's just really, really fun. Another a wall jump ascending section. Okay. What do you want me to tell you guys? You could click at any point in this galaxy, on this level in particular, should I say, and there's a set piece where you're having to do some decently tricky platforming. Overall, Infiltrate the Dreadnought definitely gets us off to a very solid start. I really like this one. I really, really like this level. Then you get into, what's the next one? It's Dreadnought's Colossal Cannons. There's one part of this galaxy I absolutely adore. I absolutely adore this section. Where is it? So, again, as I said, platforming challenges. So with this one, you gotta make sure you gotta screw the screw gamers. Are you very good at screwing the screw? You have to screw the screw here. And then you get to fucking, the House of Chain Chomps. into into the homes of chain chomps, or these are pup chomps, if anything. They look tiny. They look too tiny to be chain chomps, or just regular chomps, should I say. You're harassing them in their own home. Oh no. How very mean of us. We're killing them? We're killing all the chomps here. Oh, well, they at least got their revenge at least. Well, I just like the fact that the chomps actually have a doghouse. You know how I never knew that the chomps were supposed to be like the Mario version of dogs, but this one definitely seals the deal if you didn't really realize that. And a more screwing chicanery here, expanding on the gimmick they taught you earlier, but instead you're being harassed by King Caliente's little fellas, you know? So, again, as I've said before, you can click at any point in this galaxy and you're going to have a decently fun time. The glorified auto-scroller from Battle Rock, but done even tougher now because your platforms will stop and you have to jump to other ones. Are we not having a lot of fun here, chat? Are we not having a lot of fun? I can understand some people saying that Dreadnought always felt a little bit forgettable, and I think that's just due to the fact that it's doing Battle Rock's thing again, you know? Like, you kind of you played these games before. At least it feels that way. But I think Dreadnought really does take advantage of the fact that it's the penultimate galaxy in the game, or a penultimate major galaxy, should I say. So it really makes good use of that with its difficulty, especially with this final bit here. Again, you've got to traverse the platforms with gravity-changing gimmicks too, until you get the start. Man, this one's just fun. It's just a whole load of fun. It really is. This looks more fun than Melrock. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And then you get the Topman Tribe gamers. Did the Topman Tribe end up being avenged? Because as I've said before, in my Battle Rock section, I feel like the Topman level was decent. It's just the actual fight was kind of lame. And I feel like it's more of the same-ish here. I think they do a bit more clever things with the Topman here, but I still think as a level, this is one of the weaker ones. This does have my favorite set piece, though, which is this Polestar Cannon Ride section. I really like this set piece. I think it... See you later, mate. I think... Oh, again... I won't blame this guy. I end up doing that a lot. If I'm being honest. But this has one of my favorite. You've got the mines and the cannons and the pull stars. I really like pull stars as a gimmick, as I've said before. So anything that uses pull stars is immediately going to be a win for me. This is probably my favorite section of any Dreadnought section. I really love this. bit. Again, do it again. Yes, and again. You gotta take it slow. You can't do it in one clean sequence, okay, guys? You got to take it nice and slow. And with the cannon shots being a lot faster than you think, it ends up making it so that you really have to put your timing correctly. But you also can't just fling yourself all willy-nilly because there's mines to stop you as well. A really clever set piece. A really, really clever set piece. And I love this part so much. And then you get this like wide section with these shockers as well. Decently fun set piece. Probably weaker than the one we had before, but I quite like this one too. And then once again, you get to the Topman bit, which is a bit... The fight is still a bit naff. Although it does start off tougher because he starts off immediately with the red Topman instead of the green ones. And the electricity bits are spinning, so it's harder to land a hit on him. But overall, Top Maniac is still just kind of... No. I sure hope they don't have a speed run of this galaxy. Although, in all fairness... Even though this speedrun falls for the classic trap a lot of speedrun galaxies do, which is they give you too big a time bank so that the urgency of having to hurry up isn't really as pronounced as you'd like. I think this galaxy is tough enough where I could see someone feasibly running out of time before they reach the Topman Tribe, although it never happened to me when I was a kid, and it certainly never happened to me now. I'm just trying to run defense for the speedy comments because I feel like I've been too mean, but I feel like the meanness is 100% justified, if you ask me. A lot of them are just... In fact, all of them are just really fucking boring. But what about the other prankster, though? Did the other prankster shake things up? We get to... Where is it? Is it the purple coins? Oh, it's another purple coin one. It's another purple coin one, gamers. Have we played these games before? It does the same thing as Battle Rock, but instead it's Dreadnought, in that you're doing the glorified auto-scroller again, but this time it's a lot tougher, and I really like this one. Again, I think this one is marred by the fact that there's no quick way to restart, which kind of makes this one suck if you end up missing a single coin, but I think the intensity of knowing that you cannot miss a single coin really sells this one to me, and I like this purple coin mission. It's almost like a lot of the purple coin missions are really cool, and the only reason they have a bad rap is because of the fucking sea slide one, huh? Yeah, it's almost as if, hey, Albert Boris, hey, everyone, this is Albert Wrongis. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I sure do hope that they do the exact same thing as Battle Rock in that the hidden star is a fucking another garbage dump level. Oh my god, it's another garbage dump level. And it falls for the exact same trap that the other garbage dump level had, in that once you figure out that all you have to do is aim for the gold bits, the puzzle is completely ruined. Did he just... Hey, yo, what the hell? Suicide bomber strats? What the hell is this? I've never seen this one, to be honest. I've never seen someone do that before. In the kamikaze finale. Hey, listen, I rate it. I'm gonna be honest. I absolutely rate it. But, of course, I can't really give this any points on game design because the puzzle is frustrating. And then when you find out that all you have to do is aim for the gold chips, the puzzle becomes boring. So it's either frustrating or boring. Same problem as Battle Rock did. So, all in all, you have 3 stars that, difficulty-wise, offer a lot of meat to chew on, even if it is kind of capped off with a bit of a boring top maniac fight. The the speedrun ends up being as boring as the speedrun is. The purple coin ones are being intense and fun, and the hidden star is just hidden star again. So all in all, I think Dreadnought is a better Battle Rock, but I think it has too many lows to be as high as you might want it, to be honest. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm thinking top of B. What was it? I think the difficulty alone definitely takes up to A tier, I would say. I think it's definitely better than Battle. I think it's definitely a solid tier higher, but it falls for the same trappings as Battle Rock in some places. But I think, as I said, the difficulty is enough where I'm really enjoying this one. I'm enjoying this one quite a bit, even if it is a bit derivative. So after we're done with all of that, we get onto the final galaxy in the game. The last major one you will be exploring. Melty Molten. Do they end it on a high, or do they end it on a low, gamers? Should we find out? Should we find out with Melty Molten? Melty Smolten? So I think the first one is the Sinking Lava Spire. Oh, man. Melty Molten is Super Mario Walking Simulator? Okay. Boris once again trying to get in the video. Classic. Take him out the video. Whoever's editing this, take him out the video. Kill him. Censor the name. But Melty Molten starts you off with a very familiar area, which I quite like. And it reminds you of probably... Listen, I love these. I love this little goober. Top 10 Mario enemies, gamers. This little fella. The fire version of the burr enemies. I don't know what these guys are called. Chat, you can help me with this. These are fun. I like this one. I like these guys. I like them a lot. What are they called? Tell me what they're called, chat. I won't be able to sleep at night if you don't tell me what they're called. You're supposed to know the enemy names, guys. The Cinders, is that what they're called? Oh, what a cute little name. Oh, but yeah, Melty Molten, I think, takes... I think if there's one type of game design that I think just kind of works for a naturally hard galaxy, it's lava. Lava just ends up being something which is very easy to understand. Instead of dying instantly by not platforming correctly, you end up being launched up in a fiery inferno and taking damage, which I think is very easy to understand as a player, but also very makes for very good finale set pieces, you know? I think Melty Molten makes very good use of that. Initially with the initial planet, I think it sets... Oh, jeez, even the fucking smoke, even the smoke is on fire. God damn. Does he do the volcano thing? Let's find out if he does the volcano thing. Does he go inside the volcano, gamers? I remember when I found this out as a kid, and I'm like, oh my god. I was so excited. He doesn't do it, gamers. But, I mean, it's a cool set piece where you can... There's spirals, there's the fucking... Oh, man, what a cool set piece. What a cool little set piece here, honestly. I love this one. But then it leads into one of my favorite sections here with pool stars and molten planets as well. Because if you guys don't know, if you end up hitting any one of these lava fireballs, there's no planets nearby for you to... Oh, shit. There's no planets nearby for you to gravitate towards except the fire planets. So if you get hit by one of these fireballs, you end up being gravitated to one of them unless you can pull yourself back into a pool star. So I think this section here ends up being quite fun. It gives you a life mushroom just in case you're having a bit of difficulty. But once again, it does that Mario Galaxy thing of having some pretty compelling mini planetary challenges. With this one, you got to collect star chips and avoid the little cinders, is what Lil Cinders. That sounds like a rapper name, I'm going to be honest. Ayo, Lil Cinder. I quite like it. I like the fact that there's also plenty of lava pools as well. So if you end up spinning them to cool off their flames, they can easily just jump back into a pool and get their fire back. So another quite cool set piece before it takes you to the titular lava spire, which if you didn't know based on the Galaxy's name, is in fact sinking. And you have to avoid being part of the lava. So a decent finale bit to end on. It gives you a nice little sense of urgency. It gives you enough time where you're not, it's not too insanely difficult. But also if you're not fast enough, hey, you end up getting hit, which is, I think it hits the sweet spot of difficulty for me, this sinking lava spire section. So overall, a lovely opening gambit by Melty Molten. Can they keep up the momentum in what comes after this? Hang on, what's the next one, chat? On my notes I wrote down the names, but I didn't, so I'm using Mario Wiki for this. After the sinking lava spire, it's through the meteor storm. I fucking love Through the Meteor Storm. Oh man, Meteor Storm in classic Mario Galaxy fashion, where they tend to tell a nice story as the galaxy progresses. In this one, the story is quite simple. The planet's just being fucking bombarded by meteors. And the whole star kind of revolves around the fact that you're being constantly pelted by fireballs. And you have to be kind of careful. You have to be kind of careful with this one. Oof. Oh, you end up being a fiery cinder on the ground. You end up being burnt to a crisp. And also, come on now. So you end up seeing these torches. And, well, you naturally think, oh, is it Fire Mario? Is it Fire Mario? But instead you have to use the little cinder to light up the torches while being rained fire upon too. Come on now. It's those small little bits of game design that I really, really adore in Mario Galaxy. So then what you end up getting taken to a Thwomp planet, which, hey, once again, is being rained by meteors. So you have to be careful. You have to take it slow because of the Thwomps, but slow because of the meteors as well. Another fun little mini planet challenge. And then once again, meteor rain, but this time you have to collect star chips and avoiding those blue flames, which you can't kill as easily as you could with the cinders. They do dissipate eventually because they run out of steam, but you have to be quite careful. Again, it's consistently keeping that meteor... Oh, we nearly got hit there. It ends up keeping that meteor gimmick throughout the entire galaxy, throughout the entire star. How very nice. More little cinders here, but then I think the final set piece is probably my favorite. So out of nowhere, they're just like, oh, hey... do you want to traverse through a meteor storm, but on Star Boom Mario? And it's like, oh, immediately. Immediately dead. And you're just like, oh, I wasn't expecting this to make a comeback, but a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I for one accept our Star Ball overlords. Should we just watch? Should we be nosy and just watch? I'm just gonna watch. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he's doing all right so far. He's made it to this section. He's slowly weaving in and out to make sure he stays in. Now he's in the meteor storm here once again. Now he's in the spinner of doom. Is he gonna end up going into one of those sinkholes? Is he gonna end up being putted down like a cue ball to a red ball right there? Is he gonna be going? Oh, he's speeding. He's speeding. Gamers, give him a ticket. Oh, the speed. Oh, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot, but is he going to be able to survive the final jump? Is he going to do it again? He's waiting for the big one. He's waiting for the big ball, and he goes for it. Oh, nearly, no. Come on, you can do this. The big jump, he does it. Get in. But I think as Biff Weed alluded to, I really like the fact that it really tests your ability to use Starball Mario by tempting you with a life at certain points. I like the fact that you can also take this bit kind of fast if you're feeling very daring. So not only is it a nice return of a decently fun gimmick, but I think it expands on it really well here too, without it being too intrusive as to really encapsulate the star as a whole. I really like this. I think it serves a clever curveball as a finale set piece. Instead of like a Mecha Bowser or a boss, it's a Starball. And I really like that. It's really, really fun. So after we're done, Through the Meteor Storm, we're just doing throwbacks today, games. We're doing throwbacks on top of throwbacks on top of throwbacks. We're throwing it back because we're back with Fiery Dino Piranha. So, of course, it does the usual Melty Molten thing of giving you some decently fun planetary challenges, especially this one. Oh my god, this bit here. This bit here, good lord, how many times did I die on this when I was a kid? I don't know if you guys died on this a lot, but Jesus Christ on a bicycle, this bit was fucking tough, man. I always just kept mistiming everything, and you have to collect star chips as well? Good lord, they're really making good use of the fact that it's a post-game Galaxy with this level of chicanery they're dealing with here. Good lord, this is really fucking good, man. And then a life mushroom, if you can get that high too. I love this little planetary challenge. So many good little planetary challenges here. And then, of course, it gives you that option for a life mushroom. But then you get to the guy, Fiery Dino Piranha. If there's one thing I love in video games, it's when they take your basic level 1 enemy and introduce him again, but give him the glow up of the century. I think Fiery Dino Piranha showcases that it perfectly. It really, really does. So even right from the rip, before you even crack the egg and start the fight proper, it shows you exactly what's happening in the tail of lights. So you got to be careful with your timing here. And so it's not just as free as the initial fight was. And of course, he only ends up dissipating the flames once you're out of his range too, as you guys can see. So you got to wait for him to be out of your range. He's got to be in searching mode. Then he ends up unlighting his tail every now and again. You got to time it right. You got to time it right. You got to be careful. You gotta be careful. Oh, this one, he's having tough with this one. Jesus. Oh, he's on him. He's on him. Oh, shit. So yeah, it makes for quite a fun fight on top of a really fun start. Oh my god. But I want to show if this guy eventually is he gonna hang on, let's see. Does it happen? Looney Tunes boss fight? For real. Go on. Oh, there's the hit. So as you guys are going to see now, when he's extra mad, that tail swing. Oh my god! I wonder if that's going to account for anything in this fight. So as you guys I think he ends up having a trail behind him, as you can see. So not only is the fight harder to hit him, but you also got to be careful staying too close behind him. Again, it really makes good use of the pinch mode that a lot of the bosses have by making them have an extra sort of deal about them, but also actually making it matter. Like, for example, Major Burrows has that angry pinch mode that he does at the end of his fight, but ultimately the fight doesn't really end up getting a lot harder as a result of it. He fakes you out, sure, but it doesn't end up expanding on the fight. With Dino Piranha, not only does he have that tail thing, but as you can see now, he's spitting fireballs at you. He really wants you dead at this point. He's not giving you any free hits. With the trail of fire behind him, the fireballs being thrown around, and the tail being lit and unlit constantly, it makes for a final hit that's not as easy as it looks. And for the final boss in the standard 3 stars that you're going to find, I think capping off with Fiery Dino Piranha, is it safe to say that other than Boulder Guys, this is like the best boss? You know, second best boss in the game. I don't think that's a crazy shout, is it? Really, really fun, really, really intricate, really, really tough as well. It honestly puts that life mushroom to good. It's like the first time I fought a boss and I felt like I really needed that life mushroom, you know? So, you know what, Fiery Dino Piranha? Pretty fucking good. It's pretty shockingly good. I really wasn't expecting Fiery Dino Piranha to be that good when I went into this galaxy, but he won me over. And just like the Daredevil also won me over. Oh my lord. Now, sadly, I say sadly, but I personally would have loved a Daredevil comic with Fiery Dino Piranha. I understand that would have been insane. I understand it, but I fucking would have loved it. But instead, they give us a Lava Spire Daredevil run, which, while it might, I think this is the only time where they don't do a Daredevil with a boss. Does it work? I would say it absolutely does. I think, as I said before, the jeopardy of touch lava, you get hit, is already compelling enough to make it so that the urgency of a one-hit kill is already insane. But even the smaller enemies, like these little cinders, end up being quite anxious to fight against because they're just like, oh shit, I gotta really be careful here. So the fact that you are on one hit really makes this level shine even brighter than it originally did its original outing. And I think it's also showcased quite nicely with the final lava spire bit as a whole. Because whereas before, if you ended up getting caught by the lava, you're not being shot up. But if you end up speeding up enough, you could still outrun the fire. But in this one, if you don't outrun the fire, you're dead. And you have to start all the way back from the beginning, which... is that a harsh punishment? You could say so. But again, we're in the final major galaxy here. If there was ever a time for them to turn up the heat, I think it's here. I think it's definitely here. And also the fact that you have to hit the crystal twice, which is something that they do in other galaxies but don't make good effective use of in this one, also adds to the tension in this really small way as well. Oh my god, this Daredevil comic is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the fact that they didn't use Fiery Dino Piranha because it might have been a bit too frustrating is really, really cool. I absolutely love this Daredevil run so much. Purple coins, though. Oh my god, more purple coins? Is it going to be one of the good ones? Or is it one of the bad ones? And I think this one ends up being another one of those no time limit exploration based ones. But because you're exploring a small area, and because I personally identified no pain point purple coins when I played this one twice over, I think this one ends up being a simple case of if you like exploring the area, you'll have fun with this one. If you don't, you won't. And guess what? I really like exploring this area. So I really love this one as a whole. I really like this so much. I like this purple coin mission. I think of the no exploration ones, is probably my second favorite. I think Freeze Flame is my favorite, but it's easily my second favorite too. And all of this is capped off with probably my favorite Hungry Luma star in the entire game as well. So if we get to, which one is this one? It's Burning Tide. So as I said before, the one reason I don't like the Hungry Luma stars is because you find them and then you just go, okay, wait right there, boss. You go away a bit, find the star bits, and then you come back. Instead of it being a case of, oh, do you happen to have enough star bits? If so, you can go to a secret path. It's, oh, hey, there's a secret path here. If you want to run around for a bit, you can, or you can do what you were originally going to do. It doesn't end up being as compelling as I'd like. But with this one, if you guys haven't noticed, as you can see here, let me show you. Once you end up going for, hang on, let me show you here. Let's go back here a bit. So once you end up doing this, the cool launch star volcano set piece, immediately after is when the Hungry Luma shows itself. So if at that point you happen to have enough star bits, you can do it. So it feels like a reward. It feels like a genuinely good reward for rewarding the player. A genuinely good reward for rewarding the player. It feels like a good reward for you as the player for actually caring about star bits. And since you saw this earlier, you'll know that this is the hidden star and you'll want to be able to collect as much as you can. It does have a few extra ones just in case you missed out on a couple, but it doesn't offer you a lot. If you didn't collect any on the initial volcano planet, you're kind of out of luck, really. So I quite like that. I really like the fact that it's a bit harsh with its requirement, a little bit, not too harsh. I like the fact it's a little bit harsh. And I think the planet itself is a decent challenge. It's nothing to write home about. I think by Melty Molten standards, it's definitely a bit weak, but having to contend with the tide of this lava planet while collecting silver stars, it's good. It's a thumbs up, you know. It does the job. It does the job. So at least it isn't bad, you know. At the very least, it isn't the low point of this galaxy. So you have what? 3 standard stars that are absolutely fantastic and offer some really cool planetary mini challenges that Super Mario Galaxy does fantastically, with some curveballs thrown in with the rolling star as well. You have easily the second best, or even the first best boss, if you ask some people, in Fiery Dino Piranha. A purple coin mission that doesn't really have any of the pain points that you'd expect from a purple coin mission. A hidden star that uses Hungry Lumas decently effectively, and a Daredevil comet that subverts expectations in a very clever way. Yeah, if you guys were expecting me not to have this as the best galaxy in the entire game, you are absolutely insane. You are utterly insane. This is easily better than Freeze Flame by a notable margin, and is without a shadow of a doubt the best galaxy in the game. You could put me in any of these stars, and I'm going to have a fantastic time on Melty Molten Galaxy. So overall, gamers, when it comes to the 15 major galaxies, that's my rating. Melty Molten at the top, Freeze Flame with a honorable second place, and Toy Time in third. And the bottom 3, it goes Sea Slide, Dusty Dune, and Deep Dark. So there you have it, gamers. I will be doing the singular stars. Don't worry about that at a future date. But these are the major ones for now, so we can at least I can at least send this to my editor and get started on that half of the video. Eh? At least we can do that. So what do you guys think? I'm the best YouTuber. Yes, your YouTuber agrees with the autism in gaming. Therefore, I am the best. I am the best guy ever made. Gold Leaf got robbed? It's just a shit honey hive. You're a shit honey hive. You're just a shit honey hive. We're going to be chanting that at the football stadium tonight. That's what we are. That's what we're going to. As a whole, what tier is Mario Galaxy in your opinion? What do you mean? What, Mario Galaxy? What, like as a whole? Oh, it's an S tier video game, that's for sure. I fucking love this game. This game is fantastic. Although, as I said, when you compare the stars as a whole, or the galaxy as a whole, should I say, it definitely has some low lows. But it has some, like, overall, it's on the higher end of the bell curve. Does that make sense? Like, what's it? You got at least 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of the 15 major galaxies are B or higher. So literally 2/3 of the game is good or higher. So you can't go wrong with that. And even these ones are just like, they get the job done, you know? I don't hate, even these two, I don't hate them. They just get the job done. There's no reason for me to come back to them, but if I play them, I'm like, oh, they're okay. It's only really these 3 that I would say I'm just kind of like, yeah, the range from to, ugh, you know, especially this one. Good lord. This one's gross. This one's boring. This one's biggest crime is being boring. This one's gross, you know? This was kind of gross. So there you have it, gamers. Once again, I do apologize for having to leave early last stream, but I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. So don't worry about it. I had a chat with the boss man. Don't worry, I had a chat with the boss man. Okay, it was just a bit of confusion. I don't really want to get into it. I might explain some other day, but it was just a bit of fault on my part and other people. But either way, we did it. We did it, gamers. That was fun. It's fun ranking stuff. I need to do more. I want to do DKCR next because I said we were going to do the levels on that one. So I think we're going to do next week. Should we do that, chat? DKCR levels? Melty Molten at #1 is actually shocking. Do you know what, Albert? I've had enough of you, Albert. I've genuinely had all I can have of you. I don't know. Join the Discord or shut up. No. We're starting drama. I'm fighting a war on two fronts. I'm fighting Alex Yard on one front. I'm fighting out. Join the Discord. No. Hang on. Oh. All of a sudden, you've gone silent. All of a sudden, you've gone silent on me. Oh, amazing. You don't want to fight in the halls of Oxford. The halls of the Royal Musquire Zone, huh? Classic Albert Burrows chicanery. Unbelievable. Just trying to get in the video. And guess what? It might work. You might be in the video. You might be in the video. We'll leave it there, gamers. What time is it now? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Should we take a quick break and look at something to watch? Let's see what's in the React YouTube first. Or am I going to end early and play some Doom Eternal? Let's see. There's a lot of cool... Hey, listen, there's a lot of cool Pokemon videos I want to watch. So if we... Next stream, which I think will be on... Won't be tomorrow, I don't think. Friday, maybe? Saturday? I think Saturday. Oh, look at yours. Oh, you guys did yours? Oh, yeah, we'll look at yours. Firstly, let me go for a break, chat. Can I go for a break? My voice is kind of hurting me. My throat has gone a little bit dry. So, give me about 3 minutes. Hey, Biff, do you wanna tag in for me, Biff, or do I play some music? What are we doing now? Oh, Musty and Boris drama. Boris always starts the drama. She's a drama. She loves the tea. That's what she does. I bet Albert's one of those people that's like, Love Island, like fucking Love is Blind. Oh, I don't like drama shows. This reality TV so boring. Ooh, starting beef with Musty though. Ooh, I love starting beef with Musty. Oh yes, is that Mr. Weed?
Yo, it's the guy who's been ranking the game that I like.
Wait, and I might be. I say I might be doing too soon, but. Soonish. Right.
Too soon.
Yeah, I might do too soonish. Cause like, listen, I just remembered how much, because it's been a while since I did a ranking live. I completely forgot how much fun this shit was. So I want to do more. I actually want to do more. I've been in my React stasis for too long, if that makes sense. I need to get back swinging, you know.
Yeah, got to get back on the ranking grind.
Exactly, man.
I'm always on the ranking grind. I've never stopped.
You've never stopped? For me, I was definitely in a React malaise. It's mainly because of work. I work like a fucking insane man, Biff. I really fucking do, man. I got to stop with that shit, man.
It paid off. The Sir Morsty videos have been godsends for me at work.
I wish I had my own Sir Morsty, but I don't, unfortunately. Am I going to watch my own videos back, Biff? Is that what I have to do? I can't believe this.
I mean, I had to for a video that I did.
Oh, you did, didn't you? You made that video. What's it? Going over all your old videos that year?
Yeah, that was. Maybe should have spaced out watching them over more than 3 days because 11 hours of my own voice over like 2 or 3 days was too much.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that does get a bit tiring. From what I got from the gist of having that in the background as I was editing was. Death Battle bad. Am I right? Death Battle sucks. Dude, I hate Death Battle so much. Death Battle bad. I feel like sorry, no, you go. I was gonna go on a tangent.
You were gonna say something there.
I was gonna say Death Battle for you feels like Pokemon for me. Like you love it, but you just fucking hate the discourse so much. Mm-hmm. Is that accurate?
It's like I mean there's stuff I could bring up. I think it might be lost on someone outside of the community, but like. There was a particularly annoying one recently where in the server someone was like, oh, I think it would be kind of cool if they did like Mr. Krabs versus Scrooge McDuck, and like you hear that, you get why, right? You get the gist of why.
Oh yeah, like they're two characters that love money, so
exactly,
yeah.
Right. Someone came in and said, actually no, that match sucks because it has surface level connections. Like fucking, why are you complaining about Mr. Krabs not being analyzed as a deeper character?
That's strange to me. Yeah, that's strange. That's strange. But yeah, it feels like that's your, like I said, that's your it's your 9/11. You know, it's your cross to bear, so to speak. You know. It's your cross to bear, in the same way Pokemon is mine. Because, like, honestly, chat, I'm going to be honest, and this is for Biff as well. I'm actually so happy that Pokemon Discourse is back in a weird way. Because for the longest time, we had, like, nothing, right? We had, like, nothing. So now that a trailer's come out and, like, we've got all of the, oh my god, this is going to be the best thing ever. And, oh my god, the biggest company on planet Earth. I missed it. I'm like, welcome home. Pokemon Discourse.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Discourse, Charlie.
Oh, like, speaking of Charlie, even Charlie Moist Critical did one of those, bro. Listen. I'm having a field day. Okay, I'm gonna have when I do my Pokemon streams. I'm having a field day. That's what I'm saying. And let me unmute the alerts and chat with anyone that gave me stuff while I was doing my ranking. How do I unmute these? There we are.
One of your members is speaking some truth in the chat. They're saying you should rank all the Pikmin games next. They're actually so real for that.
Listen, I still need to continue playing one. Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah, fair. And then you can play the other three.
Oh, sorry. A random person said, when's the reaction to Odyssey Central's video on the ranking every 2D Mario level? I think Odyssey Central, well, I do like Odyssey Central. He's definitely like in the one of the good ones when it comes to reacting. I feel like when it comes to reacting to any video that like exceeds a certain length and does too much of a certain thing, I feel like the returns are diminishing. Like I guarantee you without even watching that video, like there's going to be a bunch of times where he goes, it's just a level, that's it. And that's his whole analysis. Because especially when it comes to Mario levels where some of them don't have, like even with my Galaxy ranking, there were some parts where I'm like, oh, it does a cool little mini planetary challenges. Whereas like, there's not really much for me to analyze. It's just a really cool section of a level. Does that make sense? And I guarantee you that if you're doing every bit of every 2D Mario, there's going to be a lot of, well, this was a level. And it's like, I don't necessarily want to watch a ranking that's, at least on stream anyway. I think I watched the video on my own time, but I don't want to watch it on stream where I would just have to say, oh, he thought it was just the level, so do I get, you know what I mean? It really wouldn't make sense, which is why I generally aim for if a video is like 20 minutes to an hour, then usually it's long enough where there's enough meat on me to chew on without it being so long that I have to watch it over 7 business days, you know? So that's generally where I stand. Would you agree with that, Biff, or would you disagree?
I would agree with that. There's like, within a ranking of that scale, not only is it way too long to expect you to go through on stream, but it's also like, like in a ranking with 700 things to talk about, you're not going to have something interesting to say for every single one. Like I've seen the video, it's very good. I don't think it's like the kind of video you sit down and react to on stream.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's like you said, 20 minutes to an hour is usually
a good range. A good range, yeah. It's like I'd like to watch. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Big Curic Box 17 or whatever it is. His like Shadow Generations ranking. I like in my own time. I'd love to watch it because it's like an hour and 40. An hour and 40 minutes. Does that make sense? I'm just like. A bit much, you know, a bit much. Even though I know the video would be good, if that makes sense. Like, unless it's like a special case with like, I don't know, Shifrillis' like 2.5 hour, like 96 track ranking. I was like, do you know what I mean? That's like, I made an event of that, you know, that was fun.
And even then, you skipped some of that.
Yeah, even then I did skip around towards the end. Does that make sense? Because I'm like, oh, skip around the middle. We'll go to like the beginning and end mainly, you know? So.
When you're entirely capable of like turning a 20-minute video into like an hour-long reaction segment, I feel like 4 hours for the initial video was just overkill.
Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it? It's a bit much. So, yeah, so that's generally how I feel. So anything that's outside of that range has to be like a special situation. Melty with 155, Melty Morton Bevy S, don't play with me. Well, top 10 statements that have aged amazingly.
Who's gonna tell him?
Who's gonna tell him I did exactly that? Also, Sephiroth, thank you for the 1 month. I appreciate that. Chili Green, join the icy side. Me and Biff are lonely. Listen, I like Freeze Flame, okay? Freeze Flame is cool. It's one of the good ones. One of the few good ones. You're not making an ice fan out of me, I'll say that.
One of the few? I can't believe it.
I can't believe you've done this. Shut up. Bearded Catalyst, thank you so much for the 1 month, brother. And Notsker as well. Also, the starter tree has 2 goats in Trickerita. I don't know if you know enough about Pokemon starter discourse to know how people feel. About the starters?
About for ZA.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with it. I don't know what the consensus is. My own opinion is like, I think a solid selection. My only sticking point is like 2 from Gen 2 and then Cyndaquil gets swapped. That's a little odd to me. But I think personally I would swap Chikorita.
Oh, Chikorita,
shit. I like
shit.
Chikorita just fine, but Gen 2's starters have always just been like good but unexceptional to me. Like I adore Typhlosion because nostalgia bias, but the other two are just kind of good.
Yeah. No, I feel you. As much as I like to clown on Chicory will always be funny, but if I'm taking off the slander goggles and I'm actually rating it a bit more objectively, I would say Chikorita's biggest crime was just being in Johto, in that the game very clearly was not designed with Chikorita in mind. I think like of all the major fights, I think Chikorita has a type disadvantage in basically all of them, like most of them. So in another game, in another region where it won't have that kind of restriction, I think especially in the modern day as well, I think it'd cook. With Tepic though, I think more of the same as well. I think at the time when Tepic was released, it was the starter we didn't need because we already had a firefighting type starter in Blaziken. We had a second one in a row with Infernape. We did not need a third one in a row. We did not need that. So that's why everyone kind of hated Emboar. On top of Emboar's design not being as like well liked among the community, and also even in gameplay, it's a fighting type that learns one fighting type move by a level up. I don't know whose idea that was, but it made for a very frustrating playthrough when I had to make sure I found the Brick Break TM so I could teach it a decent fighting type move. So I think both of these starters were like done in by their circumstances. So ideally, a new game gives them their chance to shine. But even then, I'm still not particularly... Even then, as on a personal note, Meganium and Emboar just do nothing for me. I like my chunky little gator. No, man, he's not my goat. He's not my Scrimbly. He's not my Scrimbly, Jumbly Gumbly.
He's not like top tier for me. He's not like on the same pedestal I put like Blaziken and Infernape, but like I like Emboar. He's solid. And then like Meganium's alright. It's not like a line I'm a huge fan of. I do appreciate how like I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, which starter you pick is kind of your difficulty slider, and so Chikorita being weak to the first 2 gems, that's like you've got just that extra bit of challenge to power through. I think that's an interesting way to like have you need to train up more and build a stronger team. I think that's pretty interesting, but it's just not a design. Like it's not like a bad design or anything. It's just like,
I was just about to say, it's a for me. It feels more incidental than purposeful, right? Because I think in most other games, they tend not to use the starters as difficulty sliders. It's just something they kind of did in the first 2 gens. So when you play modern Pokemon and have to go back to old Pokemon where they did that, it just feels a bit out of place. I would say another element that feels kind of out of place when you play an older Pokemon game is in Gen 2, some of the Pokemon are locked behind the post game. Now, by modern Pokemon standards, that's unacceptable. What do you mean there's only some Pokemon I can get when I beat the game? By then, I've gotten my full team of 6. Why would I need a new Pokemon? But back then it was, oh, look at this. You still have Pokemon to collect once you're done beating the game. How cool is that, right? Which at the time, I'm like, I could see how you think it was cool, but any new fan going back is just going to think that's kind of lame. And I feel the same way about the difficulty sliders that Gen 1 and 2 have. Is it kind of cool that they did it? I suppose, but it just makes for a frustrating playthrough when you just want to use the Pokemon, but don't want to subscribe to the hard mode or easy mode that it offers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what also holds Gen 2 starters back a bit is that, as far as I can remember, I don't know if this is the case with any of the newer ones that I haven't kept up with, they're the only set of starters where none of them have a secondary type. So it just makes them feel a bit more plain overall.
I kind of...
I'm not like... Oops, sorry.
No, finish.
Alright, so I'm not like huge on the Kalos starters, but what I really like is that beyond the grass, water, fire like rock paper scissors match, you've also got like the psychic type Delphox being good against the fighting type Chestnut, being good against the dark type Greninja, and the cycle keeps going round. I think that's pretty cool. I think
it's brilliant.
Gen 7, if I'm not mistaken, had one in like the opposite direction.
Somewhat, a little bit, not like completely though, because like I think Decidueye is a ghost type, which kind of fucks with their cycle. But I kind of get what you mean. Like by adding a secondary type, it kind of adds a bit more of a bit more like pizzazz to it that Totodile doesn't have. But we're hoping the Megas can fix it anyway. We're hoping the Megas can fix that shit, you know. But Brosafina. I want to say, let me do Brosafina first. Brosafina with the 2. Why aren't Stop the TTS. Why aren't Bansheep and Candeval starters? Who the hell is Bansheep and Candeval? Candeval?
This is lost on me.
Who are they?
I'm gonna look this up.
You gotta look at Bifsky analysis.
Right, okay. Bansheep, that's Cassette Beats, and Candevil is also from Cassette Beats. This is a Cassette Beats reference, and I do not know a thing about Cassette Beats.
It's not my scrimbly bimbly, therefore shut up, bro. Thank you, the two. And Saul, my fella. I'll play the alert for you, okay? I'll play the alert for you. Cassette Beats. I hear so many people talking about Cassette Beats. I'm like, listen, we're a Pokemon house, okay?
I know it by name, and I know nothing else about it. I could not tell you what the game is, really.
Yeah, so Saul is a bit more amenable to Tepig and Chikorita. I'm willing to believe that their minds, like people's minds, will be changed when we play them. But if you're asking me right now, Totodile is the only one I'm really picking. Like it's gonna be a cold day in hell if you're gonna make me willingly pick these two. I still don't know if I want to stream Legends ZL, if I just want to play on my own. But if I stream it, I'm just gonna go with the one I like. Okay, I'm gonna go with the scrimbly grimbly I like, and that's kind of it. I'm being honest. By the way, I was supposed to go on a break. Biff, I'll leave the chat in your hands. Okay.
I will try and keep the chat entertained.
Okay, listen, you do an excellent job of that. Okay, because you're an excellent guy. All right, do your thing, brother.
You too, kid.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Right, is Galaxy 2 better than Galaxy 1? Careful, there is a right answer. So, I've been asked this. I think I was asked this question one of the last times that I was like a guest on the stream, and I think I switched my mind like 6 different times in the span of the 2 minutes it took me to answer. What I've decided I'm going to do is I've added a video to my ideas list where I'm going to replay both Galaxy games, and I'm just going to go through the advantages that each one has over the other and just try and pick a favorite. And I know that as soon as I post the video, my mind's going to change again. So I'm gonna timestamp it as soon. I'm going to say in the video, as of this date and this time, my favorite is whichever one I end up picking. It's going to become outdated because again, I don't think I ever truly will pick a long-term favorite. But I hope I will be able to temporarily come to a decision. Biff is going to do the Pikmin fan thing and say why Hey Pikmin is bad. I have not played Hey Pikmin, so no comment on that one. Biff, are you making a Ghost Rider versus Spawn review? No, but the episode was fantastic. I really, really liked it. What is my favorite Breath of the Wild champion? I gotta go with the second one. I thought the game design was really good. I like that one attack that I haven't played Breath of the Wild. I haven't played any Zelda game. I really gotta get on that. Spawn becoming one of my favorite death battle contestants. You're actually so real for that because I've been going through the Todd McFarlane Spawn cartoon. I forget when it came out. I think it might have been the 90s. Spawn might just be the coolest guy that's ever lived. He's so cool. He literally spends every shot that he's on screen aura farming. It's so cool. Like everything else in the show is just like generally, yeah, it's all right. But like whenever Spawn's on screen, it's like the hardest shit I've seen all day. Hey Pikmin is the Metroid Prime Federation Force equivalent. So I'm not familiar with Metroid, but I've gathered that people don't like Federation Force as much. So I don't know about that one. Is Musty going to be in death? But mods, next time someone sends a death battle question, time them out. Give them 10 seconds of them each. Doomsday Apparatus or Golden Vaulting Table. So the Golden Vaulting Table, I think, is the gold bar in Pikmin 4, and in that case, I would say that the gold bar is just a lot less tedious because you can very easily just complete the Sage Leaf trials, get the purple onion, and then grind purple Pikmin normally. And then you have like actually fun challenges to do to get it instead of just going through whichever fucking dungeon 7 times.
Did I just hear like 10 minutes of Dimitri? Are we Dimitri? Are we Dimitri in this place?
10 minutes of Dimitri.
Shit, man. That's
I'm,
harsh. I'll be honest. That's really harsh.
or did I forget if I said 10 seconds or 10 minutes, but
That's harsh. That's harsh stuff, brother.
The Sir Morse mannerisms are rubbing off on me.
I feel like you could tell which videos you've been watching based on which brain rot you've been infected with currently.
No, I almost I almost made a like when you mentioned streaming Pokemon, I almost made a people online joke, but I didn't know how fresh the Rogue Renegade stuff was in your mind.
Rogue, he's a funny guy. I miss him. I miss him, man. I think he was easily like hit for me. Like if I talk ranking every YouTuber that people online, I think he has to be. I think PK Spark is definitely the best one because he crashes out in the video and in the comments really hard, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what is not that deep? But I think Rogue Renegade has to be my second favorite because what was it? And I'll never forget this. It was so insane. He said like, what was it something along the lines of, he said that he didn't like Barry as a rival, but he thought it was a cool character, right? Which I'm just like, okay, fair.
That was or whatever they Jenny went Hop.
He said, something, "Oh, it was Hop." Yeah, it was Hop. It's fresher in your mind. And then he was not only that he got backlash, but someone that was giving him backlash was being followed by multiple big YouTubers. So I'm just like, so what? You're jealous? You got clowned on by someone that matters instead of a shitter? Like, what are we doing?
No,
I'm like, that was one weird statement. Yeah,
I mean, elaborate on the opinion. I was going insane. I was going insane listening to that.
Oh, I'll never forget. That's like one of those like ones I just embedded in my mind. I'll just never forget that because there's people online, and then there's people online hate me, and I am upset that they have friends. That's so funny.
I think I watched that one like yesterday or Monday. That was definitely this week. The one that I went through today was the Pistachios for Everyone 96 track ranking.
I was a little crazy.
And, some of the greatest comedic timing ever is like because I only have the audio on. I have like my phone in my pocket and I've got the audio coming through my headphones. So just like hearing the guy waffle about how like perfect and these tracks are and the emotions it makes him feel, rambling about that for 30 seconds, and then like hearing him utter the words Daisy Circuit and then the video pauses.
Oh, it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
I had to stop myself from laughing.
That was a good time. That was a good time. Oh, back in the early days of reacting. Man, good times, man. Good times. Now it's just all the meat. Now it's all Alex shit. Now we're in drama. Now this is real shit, man. It's too crazy.
I don't think I saw the Morsley segment on the Alex Yard one, but I did. I think I was there for that one live.
I think you were.
That was a wild video. What the fuck what was he cooking?
Have you heard? Like he's been crashing out on my comment. He like replied to someone. Like he replied to Matthew Smart in the chat. I don't know if you remember him specifically.
I think I tuned in for a little bit at the start of the stream and I heard Matthew Smart get mentioned.
Matthew Smart, he left a comment on the Sir Morsley video, and like Alex Shaw was like, typical Gen Z, always saying the words bad faith. I'm like, hey, that was him, yes. So instead of just like doing the normal creative thing of, okay, like you saw a video that someone reacted to, so you leave a comment, he's replying to other comments in my comment section. I'm like, brother, ain't that deep? What's happening? This is crazy. The Alex Yard situation truly is insane, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be the next. It's gonna be the next Drama Monday. The next Drama Monday is gonna feature Alex Yard.
Reggie did a terrible job as president, as evident by the fact that things got worse when he left.
What a silly fella! What a silly fella, honestly.
And usually people tend to like take the Morsley videos quite well. I usually see like I saw guy in your comments. I don't know if it was on Morsley or the live stream, but I know that Odyssey Central saw some of your recent stuff. Yeah,
he whenever I react to him, he generally comments, and he's usually favourable towards them, which is nice. It's quite humbling. Yeah. But yeah, it was weird because it wasn't that he didn't like it, but it was more so just like what was the comment? It was something along the lines of he said he did that thing. He did I would say a narcissist's favourite phrase, which is he said something along the lines of, "Oh, if you're going to give credit to Reggie for motion controls, it just like the people who understand my side have the critical thinking to understand not." Like it was something like I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like, "If you don't agree with me, therefore you don't have critical thinking." That was like the general conceit of the statement. I'm just like, Good lord. Does he ever like? I said earlier, does he have like an off button where he turns off the pretentiousness? Does he have an off button, or does he like play like basketball on the side or something that like maybe you can relate to there? You know, I'm like, there's got to be like something. There's got to be like something going on. And then I think I ended up watching one of his live streams just out of curiosity. I think in there he revealed he's like 37. I'm just like, oh boy, I can't even use the age thing. That's what I'm saying. He's old. But like, I was like, do I give him the age pass? Like if he's like I'm a young buck 20-year-old, and I'm like, no, he's older than me. He's punching down. As junior, I can't believe this.
You're supposed to be wiser. You're supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. So, a little crazy.
Like, bro, you're 37 and arguing with people about Sonic the Hedgehog. Like he brought up Sega a lot. I forget if it was Sonic specifically.
No, Sega, yeah.
Seg-lazing.
Yeah, it was a very funny time. It was a very funny time, honestly. And I look forward to the next video I'll eventually watch of this, because I guarantee you this ain't the last time we bump heads. You know, this ain't the last time.
Yeah, the Alex Yard situation is gonna go even crazier in the future.
It is. Next time on Drama Mondays, okay? I'm gonna have that because I reacted to another one of his videos, so that's gonna go up. So I imagine that's gonna piss him off some more. But either way, let's get on. Let's do some reactions. I would have you around, Biff. I remember the last time it fucking exploded. My PC exploded. Unfortunately.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. So lovely chatting with you. And listen, we got to do something. Okay, we got to do something. All right, Biff. We got to do some stuff. We got to do some stuff. Okay. Listen, next time. Maybe what? What did you have? What was your idea?
I was going to say like maybe at some point, like an upcoming weekend. I'm away out this weekend, but potentially next we can see.
Hey, listen, Jamboree. Can we bring a Jamboree January, but in March?
I'll have to get Jamboree.
Hey, listen, I'll buy you a copy. No joke. I'll buy you a copy, brother. I'm not even joking. You, Bowser dude will kind of go hard. I'm just saying.
I think Sam's got it.
No, I know he has it. All right, me, you, him, and Sponge Man. Hey, bro, that's a quartet, brother. I'm telling you. Listen, if you want to take me up on the offer, I'll leave that to you. I'll buy it for you if you want me to. All right.
No, it's okay. I just got to make one more death battle video to get the revenue.
Real. All right, in a bit, Biff. Yeah.
All right. Have a
good one, man. A pleasure as always. A pleasure. Don't we like Biff? Don't we like Biff, guys? Hell yeah. But let's do something. Let's see what we got. What have we got in the house? What's in the house today? Who the hell? Okay, who? That's not the music. Who is fucking? Who? Okay, who is it? Who's doing this? Who's doing all the Josie fucking wow? Who is doing this? Coffee Bean, Super Yoan. Is this Super Yoan? It's all Super Yoan, isn't it? It's also he's on the ban list. Super Yoan's on the ban list. He's on the ban list. I've had enough. Is that his gamer goal? I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you, lads. I've had enough of you. Banned. Get that ass banned. Send him home. Right, what else have we got? I'm gonna do another PK Sparks. Fuck. This one I'm not doing that video, okay? I'm not doing that one. Is there anything good here? Oh my god, am I going to bed? In a bit, Biff. Yeah, have a good one, yeah? A pleasure as always. Listen, I'm saving this one for his own stream, don't worry. Bruv, this one looks funny. And also, Saul, you said something earlier, hang on. Have someone in this community argue with. Listen, I don't want it. I hardly want any of you guys to go after Alex Yard. Does that make sense? Don't go after him. Don't be an idiot, man. Like, he's funny to laugh at. Don't go after him. Don't be stupid, okay? I always disavow that. Let's have a look at it. This could be funny. This could be cinema.
Undertale, the little indie game that has taken.
When was this made? 8 years. 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Oh boy. So we're looking at your lists. Yeah, I was just seeing if there was anything we could react to. I'll look at your list first. Don't worry. I didn't forget. Okay, I didn't forget. I often forget, but I didn't forget. Not this time. Let's do space fantasy. Oh no, where's fucking. Where's what's it called? What's Space Junk called? What's Space Junk called, chat? I know it's not just called Space Junk, it's called something else. Space out there, is it this one? No, that's that one. Stardust Road. No? It's giving me Stardust Speedway. It's just called Space Junk? Is it just called Space Junk? Oh, Space Junk Road, okay. Oh, yes. Come on, let's go. Alright. Oh, too many. It's too many. What's going on here? I'll freaky my man. Space Junk #1. Ghostly. Oh, Ghostly's fair. Meltimon, Toy Time, Freeze Flame, Dreadnought. Eh? Not bad. Was that a Sea Sliders all the way down there? Sure. Battle Rock, Gusty. Got good eggs. Good eggs in S? Good eggs in S? Sure. Dusty Dunin beat off freaky. You've got. That's war crimes, brother. That's war crimes. Just going over stuff that's controversial. Oh, I just got the picture. Oh, I need the names. I need the names. Oh no. What's on the left and what's on the right? Just fucking hell. What's on the left and what's on the right? I don't know. Is it the music? Oh, not sure. Do I have to read? I don't like reading. What's on the left? What's on the right? I don't know. I don't know. What's this one though? Melty Martin's up there. Apparently, I am blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm sorry. I don't know which one's which. You gotta help me, not shy guy. Which one's which? Which one's which, brother? Who this? A new guy. Who this? Bum bum bum. Da, 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 da. Gusty. Here's an Gusty Gardens in S. In S? In S, brother? Freeze Flame, Melty Morton, Toy Time, Honey Hive. Got a lot of S's. Good lord. Snowcap in here. Oh man, I got some things to say about Snowcap. Trust me. I don't know if I'll have it in F though. I've not really analyzed the single stars yet, so I don't know. Maybe I might. Maybe. There are no F tiers in Mario Galaxy. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Gusty Garden, Melty Morton, Dreadnought, Battle Rock. Yeah. Okay. Fancy. We've got what? Bonefin in D. That's mean. I thought Bonefin was okay. Sea Slide is only in C? Brother, that's crazy. Only? Oh, what's it? The electric one? You know the what's it? The Trail Galaxies, the one with the bubble. This one's good. This one's good. Oh, Bowie Basin A. True and real. It's an old therefore, Mr. Toad Dog. Old therefore. Melty Morton, rightfully where it belongs. Space Junk in S. Good lord. S plus actually. I asked the question earlier. Well, would you say World 6 Tropical Freeze is a better homage to DKC Returns than DK Junk and Mario Kart 7 and 8? I would say so, yeah. Because like World 6, like kind of each level is based off a world, which I think is an interesting. Oh, except it's frozen, so you actually get to see exactly how the snowmads have like taken over the island. So I would say it's a better homage, yeah. I would say so. Deep Dark. Deep Dark? What's Deep Dark? What's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Is Snowcap really that bad? I remember it being chicanerous, but that bad? Oh, Lord, guys. Lord. Good Lord, what is happening in here? Freeze Flame, Space Junk, Toy Time, Final Galaxy, Gusty, Melty Molten, Ghosty Galaxy. Another Oh, Seymour. He called it Seymour as well. We have invoked the Sea of the Moor. Good Lord, Soul. Bum, ba da ba dum, bum, 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 ba ba bum. Moemon, Ghostly, Beach Ball. Hey, Beach Ball. Sea Slide, rightfully so. My same bottom three as well. Toy Time in C is harsh. Oh, Lord. That's crazy, lad. Also, is everyone using a different tier list? It seems like everyone's using a different tier list. Flip Switch, that's funny. Meltimon, Dreadnought, Battle Rock, Feastland, interesting. Ghostly Sea Slide is the C. Only you see it. You don't hate as much as I do. Beach bowling. Okay, interesting, interesting. JD. Freeze Flame is the best. Then Melty Mont. Then Toy Time. Gold Leaf and that's a bit. Gold Leaf worse than Honey Hive. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Lateral. Hello, Lateral. I like the Henry Stickmin profile picture. I like it. Is his name Charles? I think his name was Charles, right? The pilot guy. This is the greatest plan. Sea Slide. Good egg and sea. Oh, see, only sea. Ooh. Ghostly Toy Time. Melty Molson. Freeze Flame A, not F. Was Charlie? I'm gonna call him Charles. I like Charles. I haven't played it in years. Is it based on my own memories of playing and refreshing myself from clips by people online? Toy Time, Melty Molten. Okay. Ba ja ja ya 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 ya. Bum ba da da da. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit! I closed that tab by mistake. I'm not gonna lie. Like, where were you the first time you heard like the actual melody they added to to the Starman music? I remember the first time I played 64 DS and I heard that extra bit. I'm just like, holy shit! That was like a transcendental experience. It really was. I fucking loved it, man. Dreadnought. Freeze Flame. Oh, man. Lightweight Gen Z internet. I wish. Oh, man, I wish Alex Yard gave me a nickname. That would have been funny. Watch this, maybe. Hey, yo, you do it. Hey, listen, Boris, you better fucking do it, okay? Attention, Andy. That's what you are. Melty Molten. Freeze Flame. Deep Dark is the worst? Oh, shit, okay. Alright. Not too different from mine. Creeper. Played at a Walmart demo kiosk. I can't believe this Dizzy Punch. Sloppy. I'm crying. I am in tears, brother. I'm in tears, I'll let you know. I can't believe you haven't played a really, really solid game. Like an absolute cinema of a game. Which is honestly sad to hear. Not like the people don't hold it in as high regard as they used to, you know? Because like, what's it? If there's one thing I learned about the Wario enthusiast reaction is that there's also a lot of people that agree with it. I'm like, oh, what? People don't think Galaxy's cinema anymore? It's like lost its cinema status or something? That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Freeze Flame is like two separate levels that aren't interesting on their own, and Shiverband Galaxy does the Fire Nice concept way better. Well, I'll be the judge of that once I get to Galaxy 2. But for now, gamers. Why I Hate Undertale by who is this git? British fella. 8 years ago. Good lord. 2016 was 8 years ago? Good fucking lord, what is happening in here? So this is like, I would say, what I'm expecting from this video is like peak anti-Undertale syndrome, you know? Because like, I imagine around this time it was kind of cool to hate Undertale, you know? Because everyone is loving it. So I'm going to be part of the counterculture. That's kind of what I'm expecting for this. And with a runtime of only 7 minutes, I am not shocked that the comments are switched on. Oh, poor guy couldn't handle the heat, so he got out of the kitchen. I respect it. In a way. Cowardly, but respectable at the same time. 12. Good lord. The 2025 title, Undertale sucks, and here's why. Oh boy, the here's why format. No Bravo 6 this time, gamers, but let's see what he's got for us, Mr. Who Is This Gear? Take it away.
Undertale, the little indie game that has taken over
Good lord, that white noise is going to get a little... We'll continue.
the big bad internet at the time this video was made anyway. Many people assume I'd love this game, but they couldn't be more wrong. I've tried playing it after being urged to, and I couldn't stand it. This video is here to explain why I hate Undertale. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to say that if you love the game, great. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm not trying to change your mind about it either. But unfortunately, I'm not you, and the game didn't click with me at all.
Where's
there are
that?
plenty of people out there who also love
Is this the Lonely Goomba? Wait, so everyone who has a Northern English accent is just Lonely Goomba? Racist! Mods, 10 seconds of the meat for racism.
Undertale.
It's the classic, just my opinion. Classic.
A crap load of praise already. Way more than it deserves, I'd say.
I can see why he turned off dislikes. I can see why he turned off dislikes. What?
So I love Undertale, and it's had a crap load of praise already. Way more than it deserves, I'd say.
Well, in all honesty, who is this kid? You have a very limited runtime to explain to us why you don't like it, so a very big statement to make, so do you back it up? Do you back up your sass?
So does it really matter if I don't feel the same way? Okay, let's go.
Let's go, I'm here.
If you haven't heard about the game before...
We have, but okay.
No idea how much I envy you. Undertale...
Jesus Christ! Can I get that again, please?
If you haven't heard about the game before, you have no idea how much I envy you. Undertale...
You have no idea how much I envy you, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is definitely peak Undertale hype, so he's just joining the counterculture, you know? Poor guy.
is advertised as the RPG where you don't have to kill anyone.
Yeah.
Your character falls into an underground world full of monsters and you must make your way out.
And that's one of the things I really liked about Undertale. The fact that I always like it when they have non-lethal as an option in video games. And it's one of the things that made Undertale quite compelling to me initially, along with its quirky characters. How do you not like the quirky characters, Mr. Git?
The game was heavily inspired by Nintendo's Mother/Earthbound series, and that's a problem for me right from the start.
Wow.
I've never been a fan of those games either. I think they have some of the most boring and shallow RPG gameplay of all time.
Yeah, I can see why he turned off comments. You've taken a game that was very much beloved in 2016, and a game that people love as a whole in the Mother games, and you just decided to poo-poo all of them. And I'm guessing you're not going to explain why, obviously. Oh boy.
I finished Mother 3, but there were times when it was utter torture to play.
Yeah?
You may think that since I've made a lot of creepy bad ending videos where I discuss the stories of games in big detail, I'm the sort of person who thinks the plot is the most important aspect of a game.
I would think so.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
Huh. Hang on. Let's do some investigation. Hang on. So you're someone who reviews like bad endings for video games, and hang on, how many have you done? It's like a playlist. It's like a playlist of these. Control F. Creepy time. Oh gee, god damn, you have stuff, don't you? Creepy. 100. Good lord. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you make 135 of something, and then tell me you don't. That's a bit strange, isn't it? You're telling me you're not a plot guy, but you've reviewed 138 different endings over the course of a decade. That's okay. Insane. Very insane. Like, at least I've done like what 20 or so Mario Kart videos, but even then I'm still a fan of Mario Kart. It's just obviously it's not like a top 20 franchise for me. I still like it, but you're telling me you nothing could be further from the truth, and you've done 130 odds. That's what I'm saying. Odd stuff. But
gameplay almost always comes first for me. If the game isn't much fun to play, then I'm not going to want to put myself through it just to read a story, am I? Undertale's gameplay is a bit more fun than the Mother game's gameplay, I'll give it that, but it's not nearly enough to hold my interest. Compared to the average RPG, there's not really any depth to it at all, and for the most...
Again, this is a statement that you'd have to agree, elaborate on, but you're just not gonna. I think that's probably what made this video, what probably pissed a lot of people off, because again, you're making all these grandiose statements but not expanding on it. When you say this doesn't have as much depth as the average RPG, what do you mean by this? I don't know what you mean by this. Like, and as someone who doesn't really play a lot of RPGs, I would love for you to expand on this. Like, you could probably convince me that Undertale doesn't have deep gameplay, but you're not going to, which is unfortunate. But hey, this was 8 years ago. Maybe you've evolved as a critic.
For the most part, it's so easy, you don't have any reason to put much thought into playing. Sparing an enemy isn't barely any more complex than killing it, so in the end it just comes down to choice rather than adding much in the way of difficulty.
I mean, it's a rather reductive way of putting it. I suppose if you're not, you already said that you don't really like the dialogue. I think easily the most fun of sparing enemies is firstly figuring out how to spare them, because they give you different acting options, but you're not sure which is the right one. And like you kind of got to figure it out, and like you got to like suss out the enemy based on the flavor text. Admittedly, maybe fighting the same enemies over and over, and like now that you know how to spare them becomes a little less compelling. I will agree with that. But if you're telling me that sparing and battling is the same, I think it just comes down to the dialogue, and if you're not really interested in that, I suppose you're not really going to be interested in the game, which is sad, really, very sad, actually. Almost to the point where I would say, why did you even bother? If I'm being honest, but sure. When you make a big statement and don't elaborate, I'm assuming the person's watching is going to trust you. When you make a big statement and don't elaborate, you're assuming that the person watching is going to trust you on that statement. And when you said nothing to warrant that, yeah, exactly. I feel like if I made like some sort of big statements, in a live stream where the majority of you guys are watching me, have watched a lot of my stuff, and you kind of know where I'm getting at when I say stuff, it's a bit more forgivable. I would say in principle you shouldn't, unless you're going to elaborate, but it's a bit more forgivable. When you're making a 7-minute video about a game that's beloved, you have to tackle it with a lot more nuance than this guy unfortunately has. But as I'll say again, 8 years ago, I'll give him a pass.
You won't have much health if you spare everything, sure, but it's still an easy game. I admit that the way you can avoid enemy attacks is a rather cool idea.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
But only the bosses throw anything particularly interesting at all with this system, and most of them aren't any problem to beat for various reasons. Tutorial actually...
I would say some of the bosses can get decently tough. I would say, I think you're wrong. Especially the Muffet one could get decently tough. Metaton's one could get decently tough. Pyrus' one not so much. I think he just lets you win. Yeah, some of the fights in this game, Undyne's one's decently tough. I don't know, brother. I think you're capping.
She try to direct her attacks away from you when you have low health, but Pyrus won't kill you.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't want to kill you. No wonder. No wonder you turned off dislikes, brother. No wonder you turned off dislikes. Yes, if anything, I'm going to be honest, chat. I think literally one of the things that I was like, do you know that moment where a game just goes, okay, like I'm hooked? I think it was literally the Toriel fight was the moment where I was hooked, right? I was enjoying my time in the ruins, but the fact that she's what's stopping you, she's like this motherly figure that was very, very nice to you. You have to stare her dead in the eyes, and she's holding her stance the entire time. But the moment you're low in health, which you will be because you're probably not that good at Undertale, and as a result you're going to get hit a lot, you will notice that like her gaze starts to look away once you're low on health, and so does her attacks as well. And that's when you realize you have an opening, and that's when, oh, hang on, I can, I can't die, so there must be something else I can do. And because you've learned, the game has already taught you can spare enemies, you know that there's more to this than just fighting. You know you can have a chat with her. You know something can be done here. And it leads to like easily one of the most powerful opening moments in a video game that I've probably ever played. And to reduce that to...
Toriel will actually try to direct her attacks away from you when you have low health, but
is just like shocking. It genuinely is shocking. I want to be honest with you, brother. 8 years ago or not, that is a shocking bit of analysis for easily one of the best examples of storytelling through gameplay that a game has done. Honestly, crazy. Honestly, crazy. Crazy. Oh man. I just wish the solutions weren't often kicking on vague dialogue options. No, I agree. I definitely agree that I think after a while it can definitely get a bit 100%. But yeah, no, but see, Bro Savina, you actually brought up something that I could agree with. And yeah, if that's the thing you don't like about Undertale, fair. But this guy literally says he reduced one of the most character moments to, she doesn't even kill you. It's like, okay, brother. Okay, all right. Maybe 1-to-1 list, maybe. Lord knows I would, that's for sure, with a statement like that.
Pyrus won't kill you even if he beats you, and I don't think the true final boss can even kill you. There's only one boss in...
Where do I even... What? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I'm not even like... I wouldn't even say I'm Undertale's, like, strongest warrior. I'm like a World 7 mini-boss, you know? I'm kind of up there, but I'm not the main guy. But, good lord. You did it twice? You did it twice in a row? Reduce Toriel to she won't kill you. And Shocking. As he's sure this isn't me. Honestly, I'm thinking this is bait. That's the only reason he left out. I mean, hey, listen, 760k views. Hey, he might have made a pretty penny off of this.
In the game that could be a challenge, and you can only fight him in the route for the worst ending. I get the message that fans of gameplay, such as myself, aren't welcome here.
Oh, was I muted? Oh, my bad. But yeah, as I was saying before, that's what an insane statement to say, right? It's like, oh, this is a gamer's type of game, and I'm not. I guess this is not for me, huh? I guess this is not for me. I'm just like, what a strange statement to make, huh? What a strange statement to make. I'm not. Imagine if I said that about any video game. Oh, I don't really play Pikmin because I like gameplay in my video games. Yeah, guys, I like gameplay in my video games, so I will never play Pikmin because it's just plucking little bugs and killing other bugs. That's not really gameplay, is it? I don't know, brother. I'm starting to understand more and more as to why you, I don't know, brother. I don't know.
Okay, so that's my problems with the battle system, but the gameplay in Overworld is even worse. The puzzles you'll need to solve are so simple, boring and mindless, I'd prefer if they weren't there at all. I've completed them millions of times elsewhere. I don't want to waste any more time on them. Either give me something tougher or more inventive, please.
This is a classic case where you should have showed us a better example. Like, I suppose, you know, this puzzle isn't probably that crazy. I mean, it's an okay puzzle. But like, you would have to show us multiple examples of the game being kind of terrible with its puzzles. Obviously, the opening area of the ruins is supposed to be. It's just kind of supposed to be like a beginning area, but I would have liked more examples of this, but it's something you're not going to provide because, well, it's a 7-minute video.
They weren't there at all. I've completed them millions of times elsewhere. I don't want to waste any more time on them. Either give me something tougher or more inventive, please. But although I prefer good gameplay, I'm not necessarily against more story-driven games. After all, I love the Ace Attorney games. The plot is pretty much the gameplay there. I also love the Telltale games, especially The Walking Dead. They don't have tons of gameplay, but it's enjoyable enough to keep me playing. And the story and characters are fantastic. With Undertale, I'm afraid the story does nothing for me. I'd go as far as saying I dislike it more than the gameplay.
No. If I'm going to be as charitable as possible, if I'm going to be like super, super charitable, if I'm going to be as nice as I possibly can, I would say I probably like the characters of Undertale more than the story. But to say the story is bad is like insane. I'll be honest with you, brother. To say the story is bad is like a little bit insane. I'll be honest with you. Are we sure this isn't fake? Again, this is one of those things that you should provide way more analysis for, but you're just not gonna. And that's why I think this video fails as an analysis. I really, really do. I hope they don't do the thing where there's a game analysis and not a movie analysis, and they don't go into detail of the story as well. Yeah, this would be a nice part where, tell us the elements of the story that don't work for you. You're gonna show us? Oh, come on, go.
Now this might be a weird thing to say, but
what about the story?
One of the most important aspects to a game is its personality.
Okay, he must be. Guys, he's trolling. We found out. He's trolling, chat. He's trolling. There's. Okay, that's it. I'm bait. This is bait. This is bait. Has to be. I'm gonna eat a slice of cake. Yep. We confirmed it. Good lord. So I'm gonna guess that it was 2016. What year did Undertale come out exactly? Was it? I want to say it was 2014. I want to say. What year did Undertale come out exactly? Undertale release date. Oh, it's 2015. So 2015 is when it came out. So this came out what? April 2016. So what? Like a couple months after Undertale came out. Undertale fever was still like on the high, and you just wanted to make a video pissing off all the fans. But what makes it? And listen, far be it from me to hate on a ruthless businessman, but you noped out and turned off all the comments. What the hell, man? What the hell, broski? What the hell? Cowardly maneuver. Turn the comments back on. Who is this Git? Turn the comments back on. Do it.
What do I mean by that?
Go on.
Well, it's basically that if the game was a person, would they have the sort of personality I'd like and find interesting? If Undertale was a person, it would most likely be a Tumblr user.
As I said, it came out in 2015. It was really popular, and he hates it because of that. Good Lord, Tumblr! I have not heard someone mention Tumblr, bruv. Do you guys remember Tumblr? Holy shit. Oh, Mr. Git. Mr. Git, yeah, bruv. Okay, you got one of two options. You got one of two options, brother. Unlist the video, open up the comments. Those are your two options, okay? Because this is disgusting. This is poor. This is a poor showing from you. Do you know what? If your channel was a personality, I wouldn't want to hang out with it either. Yeah, I said it. I said it. You just talk about creepy bad endings all day. I don't know if I can talk about creepy stuff, brother. I want to talk about the footy. What are you doing? Disgusting.
In other words, someone I wouldn't get on with at all. You know the sort, the overly excitable social justice warrior.
Jesus Christ. So, SJW? Do you guys even remember that term? Do you guys even... Oh, Jesus Christ. What? I've not heard someone use SJW in so fucking long. Holy... That's a throwback. Oh my god. Hey, listen, hey, who is this kid? Do you want to watch a Feminist Gets Owned compilation after this as well? Hey, brother, do you want to watch a bit of Thunderfoot after this? How about a bit of Ben Shapiro doing meme review for PewDiePie? Jesus Christ, lad, that's crazy. If you guys don't know, it was the precursor to the term woke. So right now we just use woke. You know, if it, something social issue equals woke. Before it was something social issues social justice warrior, or SJW for short. That's what it was. So hilarious, absolutely hilarious, brother. Absolute cinema.
On with at all. You know the sort, the overly excitable social justice warrior who thinks it's hilarious to write in all caps and type out stuff like
Gamers, please, someone help me. Can someone clip out this bit so I can have it as a fucking subscriber alert? I need it. Someone just get that.
warrior who thinks it's hilarious to write in all caps and type out stuff like talking to them would make me grind my teeth into dust. And that's exactly the effect the majority of the characters in this game have on me. I have nothing against caricatures, but annoying caricatures are a different story.
Yeah.
I get it. Papyrus is an idiot, and none of these traps work. You don't have to bore me with a million cutscenes showing this. The game gives off this internet savvy vibe that I don't appreciate, and nowhere is this more apparent with the characters Sans, Temmie, and Aphis.
If anything, well, hang on. The fact that Sans uses the word whelp, crazy. But honestly, again, if I'm being really nice, really nice, chat, I could understand someone saying that about Undertale if it came out in 2025. Because in the modern day, you know, the kind of like self-aware, like quippy humor sort of thing, I would say I'm a bit tired of that personally. So I can understand someone like in the 20s, the mid-20s, like we are now, being a bit tired of Undertale's style of humor. But I would say when I played it back in, I think I played it in 2016, it was a bit refreshing because I wasn't kind of tired of that sort of thing, you know, if that makes sense. And I would say it's definitely more, even looking at it now, I'd say it's definitely more charming than it is annoying, you know, definitely more charming. I think it's because not every character falls into that trope. Like, there are some characters that do it, but not all of them do. Like, with Alphys, like, she's a bit of an internet nerd because that's just her personality. With Sans, definitely the, he's definitely the full break kind of like Deadpool type vibe sort, you know what I mean? Like he has a hot dog stand where he just calls it dog, you know, like he's definitely being a bit quirked up, you know? So I would say back in 2015, this sort of thing didn't really tire me that much, you know? But I don't know. I think this is just definitely woke up, chose violence. You know, he definitely woke up and chose violence. That's what I would say. A self-aware that just happened comedy isn't for me neither, but that really wasn't a problem back then. Yeah, I would say now I'm definitely a lot less amenable to it, but back then it was good. I liked it. I still kind of like it now.
The fact Sans uses the word whelp regularly is enough to make me hate him and the game. Temmie uses lead
Oh,
stuff
oh, 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 hang on. Let me see that again.
regularly is enough to make me hate him and the game.
Shit. Oh, I gotta go back. Hang on. Frame by frame, gamers. Cue all the unimaginative people saying "whelp" in the comments. Is it? This is like one of the worst kinds of people online chat. Jesus fucking Christ, lad. What are we doing here? Like, if you say it, of course all the comments are gonna fucking do it, dipshit. What do you expect? What do you expect?
Temmie uses leet style speech that wasn't funny over 10 years ago, and as for Aphis,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of her. I can understand it was a bit grating, but she's like one character that's like kind of off on. I think my first playthrough I actually missed Temmie. I legitimately did not see Temmie the entire playthrough, so if she's like entirely, I don't know.
yuck, can't stand her.
In all fairness, I hate Alphys too. She's my least favorite character in the game.
I hate how we're supposed to find male nerds like Francis from Super Paper Mario disgusting, but we're supposed to find female ones like Aphis adorable.
Jesus Christ! Who's there? Who's there? I love how we're supposed to. Who's we? Who's we? You're making shit. If you're asking me personally, chat, I thought Francis was a bit of a weirdo, and I think Alf is a bit of a weirdo. I am gender neutral in that regard, okay? Who said this? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Ousty returns. Oh Lord, Lord have mercy on my soul. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting a, oh, can you, us men are so oppressed. Can you believe these double standards, men? Women get to go being nerdy, but us men are nerdy and the girls call us lame. Definitely got shoved into a locker at school mentality from Who Is This Git? I'm just saying. Definitely. A little bit there, Mr. Git, a little bit.
But this isn't the time to go into that.
You can safely concur, chat, that me, Sir Musty, and the Musquire Empire and the Musquire conglomerate of streams, we are gender neutral when it comes to weirdness. If you're a weird character, then I think you're weird. There you have it, gamers. Like the stream.
Actually, come to think of it, I don't even hear people who like the game talk about her much.
Yeah, she sucks.
Maybe no one likes her. Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not a fan.
How am I supposed to feel bad about killing these characters when I find them so annoying?
I mean, you weren't really supposed. I don't fucking know, to be honest. This is bait. Why am I acknowledging it?
Of course, the game doesn't even let you kill Aphis anyway. What a rip-off. And you know what? These monsters were trying to kill me as well. Why should I feel bad for trying to defend myself?
Because violence begets violence. It's like literally one of the things you're taught when you're like 6 years old. You're literally taught that when you're 6 years old, brother. Like, people were talking about this in like fucking 200 BC, brother. An eye for an eye. You know what I mean? Like, what are we? Did you skip the lesson in school where they told you like an eye for an eye? Like that thing that everyone just kind of learns about, whether they're taught about in school or whether they learn about in the real world. Do I have to teach? Do I have to teach you now, Mr. Git? Or 8 years later did you finally learn that? Yeah, like if I was to like punch you in the arm, or if you were to punch me in the arm, you'd be like ha ha ha, and then I punch you back and be like, wow, that kind of hurts actually. I might not want to do that anymore. Yeah, crazy. He was too busy fighting the SJW. Little bit. He was fighting those tumblerinas. What are they called? Is that what we called them back in the day? Tumblerinas?
It doesn't matter if they're frightened or whatever. If something attacks me, I'm going to have to stop them somehow. Even looking past all of this, I don't think the story is all that good anyway.
Yeah?
A lot of people talk about how emotional it becomes, especially during the best ending. But to me, it's mawkish in such an obvious and cheesy way, it fails to have any effect.
Well, you could easily make like a half an hour long video as to why that's the case, but you're not gonna. So you're just wrong and cringe. And I'm gonna play a Vine meme to indicate that I'm right and you're wrong.
There have been plenty of games that have affected me emotionally. Just look at all the times I've talked about Breath of Fire 2.
I don't care that you've played another video game and liked it. That doesn't excuse your shitty analysis of Undertale's story. Is this like a fallacy? I think there's a probably a term for this. I hate this, and I like thing. Look at the other thing I liked. I'm not racist. Some of my favorite games are black. What the hell? That's how you sound.
The game didn't try too hard like Undertale does. And in the end, it's essentially yet another friendship is magic lesson.
No joy, no whimsy. No gamers. Can we get a no joy, no whimsy? Can we get a no joy, no whimsy in the chat, please? Why does he sound like Jerry from Disney Soul? Kind of does, doesn't he? A little bit.
God, I'm sick and tired of seeing this nonsense now. How many more times do we have to be lectured about this?
No joy, no whimsy.
How about a story where the hero tries to save the day, only his friends keep getting in his way and he has to learn to do something by himself for a change? How refreshing would that be?
That would be shit. What are you talking about?
If anything, I think all these types of lessons in popular media just make everyone feel worse for not being more social.
Maybe you should get more friends then. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, you lonely bitch. Get more friends? What are you talking? Like, the only way you don't resonate with a friendship is magic sort of lesson is if you literally have no friends. Literally none. And there might be some people in my chat that are relatively lonely. I like to imagine you at least have one friend. At least one person you can talk to. And if you have at least one person you can talk to, you can resonate with the power of friendship kind of story. So if Undertale made you feel bad about not having friends, I think you need more friends. I think you have more problems than Undertale. I'm not even joking when I say that. You have far more problems than Undertale, my friend. Go to a pub, go to a footy game, go to, like, I don't know, fucking meet people on Discord. Just make sure they're the right age, obviously. You don't look like a Minecraft YouTuber. What we doing here, boss? What are we doing here? Listen, I hope 8 years later, you've had more friends. This is one of 3 videos where I've seen when you're too nice to the video. Okay, Strudel, I'm calling a gamer alert. Listen, you have one of 2 options, Strudel. You can either join the voice chat and say the mean thing that you think I should say, or I'm banning you. Because I think I've been correctly mean in that I've just been a little bit mean. So if you disagree, join the VC. No, seriously, join the VC now, or I'm subbing you off. You're subbed off, mate. You're cancelled. I've seen you type that. No, mate. You're subbed off, lad. You're subbed off. Take a break. Take a week off, mate. Take a week off. I'll see you next week. Okay, I'll see you next week.
But worse yet, I strongly disagree with the game's attempt to deconstruct the typical RPG or leveling up in general. To me, the single most rewarding aspect of them is gaining EXP and getting stronger and stronger. It keeps you playing and wondering how much more powerful you and your opponents will become, and forever looking forward to whatever exciting new weapons or abilities you'll get in future.
And that's why Undertale's subverting it by not allowing you to do that. Or having an option where you can't do that is actually very, very interesting, and is why I liked it. In fact, by not gaining levels, you don't actually end up gaining XP and HP and what have you, which kind of makes it interesting in the later game when the game gets noticeably harder. If anything, it does the reverse thing that a lot of RPGs do, which is, I think the problem with a lot of RPGs is that they start off quite hard because you don't have a lot of resources, a lot of health, etc., etc. And then, like, as you get more options, I feel like in a lot of cases the difficulty doesn't scale correctly with the amount of options and how strong a team tends to be. Whereas Undertale has a nice reversal of that. In fact, it starts off like easier than and then it ramps up to being harder. But even though it's easier in the beginning and gets harder, it's still relatively hard in the beginning because you're still getting used to the controls. So it ends up having a consistent level of hardness where it's hard in the beginning because you're not used to the game, but then it's hard in the end because it's naturally hard because you still only have 20 hit points. So if anything, I think this reversal is something that's relatively unique to Undertale. It does relatively well, and it turned that whole like RPG thing on its head. I don't think it's something that I think it's a style that maybe not a lot of RPGs can emulate, but I quite like that Undertale went for this.
So here we have you, Undertale, trying to tell us that we should feel bad to enjoy this type of gameplay. Fuck you.
Don't play it then? Like, what do you want me to say to you? Game tries something unique. Fuck you for trying something unique? Brother, take the video down. Take the video down, okay? Take the video down, boss. Take the video down. You have to, okay? I think you have to. Unlist it. Unlist it or open up the comments. Come on. Come on.
It's bad enough you tried to tell everyone off for defending themselves. Now you're telling us off for having fun. Get out of here.
If you want to do a genocide run, brother, do a genocide run. No one's stopping you. Like, not like if anything, Like, if you don't even have to do a genocide, just kill people if you want to. You can still get an ending, and it still is different depending on who you killed and who you spared. Like, in fact, the game is very, very good at that, I would say. Like, even if you don't go for the traditional true pacifist or genocide, there's still multiple different types of regular endings you can get if you just want to play it normally. Or play it how you want. I think that's one of the better things about Undertale, like, I think goes a little underrated. Because, like, most people just consider the true pacifist or the genocide the only real ways to play. But there's a lot of different variations of endings depending on who you kill. Like, I think if you kill Alphys, then Sans doesn't have the heart to... No, sorry, not Alphys. If you kill Undyne, then Sans doesn't have the heart to tell Papyrus where she's gone. I think there's multiple different situations where if you kill multiple different people, like, different people become, like, the heads of the underground, if that makes sense. Sometimes you're seen favorably, other times you're not so. I think one of my favorite things is the fact that I think if... you know the snowman that, like, you can help reconstruct... if you get a normal ending, then Sans kind of like calls you at the end. Obviously, you get calls down, but he mentions that there's actually a very happy snowman somewhere right now in Snowdin. So it's quite neat. It's quite neat that they reference that snowman that you helped way back early in the game. It's quite neat. So you could play it how you want, but you decided to just yell at the game for letting you. I don't know, brother. That's crazy.
In fact, in a genocide route where you kill everyone you can, you have to level grind to kill off all the random encounter monsters. It's not much fun to do, but I believe it's meant to be a commentary on
both things are true.
How level grinding is boring.
True.
So there's a part of the game that is made deliberately dull to get its message across.
And I think that message is done extremely effectively. Like, almost shockingly effectively. Because the game kind of accounts for the fact that you're most likely to do a genocide run after you've done a pacifist mode to see what happens. And the game cleverly kind of attunes itself to that degree. Like, they kind of like poke reference to that. I think Flowey does in particular, which I thought was an amazing commentary. Because, like, for me, I was one of those people. I literally did a genocide run to see, how does it change? And the game made me feel bad for just seeing what would change. It didn't make me feel like a monster in a traditional sense that, you killed me. I feel so bad for you. Like, I feel so bad that I died. No, like, the game's slow. Like, if anything, this is literally the reason Sans fights you. Because he doesn't know what the fuck's happening. But what he does know is that right now, if he doesn't stop you, everything is gone. That's what he knows. And I think that's, like, one of the most powerful bits of commentary that a game has done in a... Crazy. Great. All I'm saying, that's crazy, brother. I feel like you probably could have done a takedown of why Undertale isn't as good as people say. But... this is not one of them, brother, because I think it does it subverts so many trends so cleverly that it easily could have fucked up on. I easily think it's one of the better games. Probably not one of my favorites of all time, but it's easily one of the better games ever made, that's for sure.
Aren't video games designed to be fun? Well,
they are fun.
I think that's all my major problems with the game covered. In my opinion, Undertale is an annoying, pretentious, boring game.
Projection? Projection, methinks? Methinks?
Now, I hope it's clear to everyone that I don't like it. And with that, ta-ta.
I think it's very clear that you're just a hating ass bitch. That's it. You're just a hating ass bitch. And listen, you're talking to me, okay? I love hating stuff sometimes. Hating stuff when it's justified is fucking fun as hell. But this is literally just a case of Tumblr likes thing, therefore. And brother, you sound like you're way too old to be doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You sound like you're way too old to be doing that, man. So I'm giving you two options, okay? As Alex Yard would say, I'm giving you a sentence, okay? Your sentence is one of two things. You either have to open up the comments or unlist the video, because this is embarrassing, brother. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, brother. I'll be real with you. This is embarrassing, man. Jesus Christ, lad. Jesus Christ. Tata is crazy. Yeah, he's definitely not beating the 80-year-old man allegations. Crazy, Mr. Git, crazy. I hope you've learned your lesson. How about that? I hope you've learned your lesson. What are you doing these days? You did a steamed hams in 2025? Crazy, boss. I'll be honest. Tails abuse? Why are you abusing Tails for? That's weird. That's weird, brother. I'll be honest. Strange. Very strange. Very strange video. Very strange guy. I hope you stop drinking your Undertale hater juice and you end up getting better at life, brother. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Soda! Thank you so much, Saul.
Super chatted £7.77, even if you complete a genocide route. It complete affect the rest of any future play thought of the game due to giving up.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Unless you had delete the save in Undertale.
I've never personally done a pacifist run after a genocide, but I have seen what it does, and it is crazy. It's actually insane that the game acknowledges that, which I think is very, very fun and cool. And Toby Fox he's a decently smart guy. I'm not going to glaze him too much. He's alright. Toby Fox, you're okay. You're an okay guy. You're okay. You're not that good, you know? But thanks for the 10, brother. Literally old Yan yells at Cloud. It really was, isn't it? It's the creepy endings guy, yeah. Except he sucks. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Brother Man just sucks. Fucking game sucks. Fun. Very fun. That's this guy. I've seen things where this guy thinks the game sneaks wokeness into it. What, an Undertale? What? Insane. Insane in the membrane, brother, I'll tell you that much. But either way, woke a tale. Delta woke. Gamers. Delta woke tomorrow. 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 Are we ready for Delta woke? Are you ready for Delta woke, gamers? Alright, I'm gone. Next stream will probably be on Saturday. So I will see you then for something else. Maybe some Pokemon. I'm interested in doing some Pokemon, alright? The Pokemon situation is crazy, and we've got to get in on it. We've got to get on it. Edwin? My name is Edwin. I made the Mimic. It was difficult to put the pieces together. But unfortunately, something went so wrong, and now I can't do anything but sing this stupid song. My name is Musty. Musty. No time to run and hide, no time to fight.